What's up, everybody? Monday, Clocktower. How you guys doing? Shout outs, Rock and Rolla in chat. I see Hallowed RPG. Rick, how you doing? Rick, we missed you playing Twilight Imperium 4 the other week. I don't know how many of you guys out there in chat have actually played like Twilight Imperium. It's one of those games that everyone loves, right? It's a fun game, but like it's complicated and it's long. So we played for I want to say we played for about 6.5 hours. And Rick had, you had no idea what the game was. I think you kind of dodged a bullet by not jumping into that craziness, but we did have a lot of fun. And we're going to be doing a follow-up game coming up. So if you guys play Twilight Imperium 4, let me know what your favorite factions are. We played just the base game. We didn't play the expansion, Prophecy of Kings. I've never actually played Prophecy of Kings expansion, though I've heard it changes the game for the better in many ways. So I think for the next one, we're going to try to play Prophecy of Kings. How's everyone's Mondays going? I'm assuming because I'm getting responses back that you can actually hear me. So shout outs to Chungi. Hello, Cyblade over there on YouTube chat. We see you over there. What's up, Mark? And Divided by Zero. How you guys doing tonight? Any Brandon Sanderson fans? I know Fack is out there. Fack, if you're tuned in, I know you're a Sanderson fan. Anyone else Brandon Sanderson fans? I am finishing up book 3 of Mistborn Era 2, the Wax and Wane series. And the second era has 4 books in it. They're relatively small for a Sanderson book, but like I got to the point where like I was reading it and it got to like a really good epic cliffhanger, and then my wife like turned off the light to go to bed, so I had to like finish that chapter. But have you ever been reading where you're like stuck in that page turner and you're like, it's like turning off a movie like right at the most exciting part? Like it's hard to do that, right? I'll pick this up tomorrow, but like you lose all that momentum. Books are kind of written that way, so I guess it's not quite as bad as turning off a movie at the climax. Yeah, it's a good read. If you like it, then definitely read it. Rick says I'm on Mistborn book 1 about page 150. That's pretty solid through Mistborn. I think Mistborn's only like 300 pages maybe, so that's got to be pretty good. And then oh yeah, Rick preparing for me to run Cosmere. Absolutely. Oh, it's 600 pages, really? Holy crap. I think the Mistborn Era 2 books are smaller. He's on my 2 release notes, but I won't give any spoilers. Zero. Rigatonia says I'm through the first book of Way of Kings and I'm gathering strength before tackling another big book. So I started with actually technically I started with the 4 secret novels with Kickstarter. Shout outs Joanna for the follow. But I started with the secret project, the Kickstarter secret projects. Everyone loves Sanderson. I'd never heard anything about him, so I backed the Kickstarter completely blind and just read the books as they came out that year, and I fell in love with his writing style. Knew nothing about the Cosmere or the greater universe. After that, I jumped into Mistborn Era 1, of course, the first 3 Mistborn trilogy, which was really good. And then I finally tackled Stormlight Archives, right? So yeah, that first book, Way of Kings, gathering your strength is a good way to put it. Are you saying you're through it or you're partway through it? Or you finished the whole book? Because Way of Kings, honestly, it reads in the best way. It reads like a history book. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those epics that like it's like 1,200 pages and you're like 800 pages in before the real interesting stuff happens. And the payoff is pretty good, but there's still that element of like the 800 pages that takes to get there. And at the time, I remember not loving. Okay, you finished the book. I remember not loving the first book, right? I felt like it was kind of the pacing was a little bad. It was a little repetitive. But having read more of the series, I think he fixes his pacing problems. And I think the payoff is pretty big. So it's definitely recommended to get through. But like, yeah, man, it's like a job to get through the Sanderson books, the Stormlight Archives, at least. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It felt like a really long prologue for the rest of the series, and it does pay off quite a bit. What's up, Math Blade? Bluffing viewer. I know you're not bluffing. You're telling the truth. Caldy Cat says, books aren't those things that old people read, were made of trees where you have to manually change what you're looking at? Yes. Yes, it is. Although there's a lot of people that do audiobooks. Like Mark was saying, he does audiobooks of everything. I don't know if you did Sanderson audiobooks. I've heard they're really good, Mark. You know, I've always been the old school book. I've never done an audiobook, but maybe I should try. Yeah, phenomenal audiobooks. That's what I've heard. I haven't actually listened to one yet. So yeah, anyway, Sanderson, I'm on a big Sanderson kick right now. But the problem is, like, once I finish Mistborn Era 2, I've kind of read everything big, right? I still got to go back and read, like, some of the side series, like Elantris and things like that, I guess. But I feel a little empty. I don't know what to do with my reading after that. Like Rick said, we're going to play the Cosmere RPG when it comes out. I can't wait. Although that starts with the Cosmere RPG is definitely going to start with the Stormlight Archive stuff, and then later we'll do supplement source books for Mistborn. But like I read Mistborn and I'm like, wow, I want to play a party of like different Allomancers, right? Like coin shots and such. Just see what the players could come up with. His YouTube podcast, is that the one, Deadbeat? Is that the one where he does his lectures on like on how to be an author and stuff like that? Because that's a pretty fun series. I like to read those in the background. Let me make sure you can hear the chat or the town real quick.
Ability for the mathematician that has nothing to do with the mathematician's actual ability.
I agree. I think it's a way to just make sure that you have like a lunatic accounted for on the math numbers. Yeah. Like I don't mind it.
I can see the dials going, so you guys can all hear him. That's good. Town sounds good. Thank you guys for verifying for me. Ugh. I'm like not 100% today, like just mentally and physically. We got through Mother's Day, and my son's sick, and I'm feeling ill sick, but I cannot wait. So the first group we're playing tonight is called A Strong Independent Damsel by Agenda. This one was submitted to our last contest, the alternate win condition script contest. This one was really close. It was on the bubble of making top 3. Ultimately, there were 2 really strong damsel scripts, and it kind of ended up the other one, which was Bensei's A Damsel in Distress, kind of edged this one out and just kind of bumped it to. We didn't rank beyond top 3, but like essentially this might have been like 4th place if not for that. So I've always had it in my back pocket, and I kind of wanted to pull it back out and see how it goes. It's a very strong social thing. So we'll see how it goes for Evil. And then following this one up, which is like a very mellow solo Leviathan script, we're going to go and do 1 2 3 Not It, which is my classic chaos script. And in 1 2 3 Not It, I've added a new rule, which should hopefully make it so that we don't get so much. The worst part of 1 2 3 Not It is when the demon inevitably changes and the minions are forced to out or whatever, and not fun. So we're changing that. So there's a general rule that just says the demon doesn't learn the minions. We'll get to that when it comes around and see how that changes the game, but it should be fun. Oh, Deadbeat, when he was signing books, he does that because he does so much book signing. He's just always chatting when he does. I don't watch all those podcasts necessarily, but sometimes I'll see the clips of them, and they're pretty interesting. That man must sign. So like, I feel like with the number of books he signs, it must be easier to find a signed book than a non-signed book sometimes. No, Mark, I have not started Blueprints. It's really at the top of my to play list. The reason I haven't started it, honestly, is because I am this close on Slay the Spire, right? I've been pushing myself to play Slay the Spire Ascension 20. I beat the Ironclad Ascension 20, and I am now on Ascension 19 for the Silent. Ooh, Lazy Kyle, thanks for the sub, first month sub. Thank you, that's awesome. Yes, fact, there you are. We are talking about Brandon Sanderson. I was telling everyone how I'm at the end of book 3 of Mistborn Era 2. Sanderson teaches at Brigham Young. Is it BYU? I think that's where he does his lecture. Because are you in his class, Daedon? Because I know he'll do the lecture from the class, which is kind of cool. Just randomly signed his books in the store. That's kind of funny. I think though, Mark, like he does so many Kickstarter things and like leather bound things that he just probably has to sign like thousands of books a month. Awesome. Well, it sounds like we are ready to go. I'm going to go back to town, chat with everyone, make sure we got all the people in our seats. That makes sense, Daedon. Like it'd be like very hyper focused to that. Like it'd be like a high level class, but at least they're free on YouTube and stuff. Don't spoil it, Thack. Also, we have people in chat that haven't read it yet and don't want spoilers. But for me, I'm probably in the last like 50 pages of it or so. So I'm at the part where like everything is crushing down on him. Blight Dragon, shout outs Blight Dragon. I see you commenting on our YouTube videos all the time about how you're sad to have missed the live ones. You're here tonight, so welcome. All right, I'm gonna go set up for the game, and then we'll be back in just a minute. See you guys soon. Everybody, welcome to Monday Night Clocktower here at the Grim. I am your stream host and storyteller for the night, Evil Steve, and I am joined by 12 of the most amazing acolytes you've ever seen. Say hi, amazing acolytes.
Hi,
hello,
acolytes.
Acolytes.
So, a couple of I don't like calling announcements, but let's just do a few announcements. World Cup week. This is the last week of the group stages of the World Cup. I believe the last match is It's either tomorrow or Wednesday. I forget which day, but it's coming up faster than you think. There's only one match to go. All the rest you can go vote for. But the first 3 groups, the first 6 of 8 scripts are set and already ready to go in the playoffs, which start this Saturday. And luckily, we're hosting the first playoff match. Woo! It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, this Saturday, 1:00 Pacific is World Cup Saturday, first playoff match, and we will be doing Trained Killer versus Buyer's Remorse. So that is the winner of Group A versus the runner-up of Group B, I believe is how that shakes down. So this is going to be fun. The format's going to work similar to the last one, except for it's just head-to-head. Winner advances, loser goes home. So there's no more group stages. There's no more round robins. It's elimination matches from here on out. So go check out. It's built into the app, so you can go to the app. You can see the upcoming schedule. There's a new button on the main page that says knockout stage, and you go there and you can see the brackets for the match. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we get to be the first ones to kick it off. So I do find that to be a nice honor. So that's going to be really cool. We got a couple first-time chatters in Twitch, guys. We have She Be Crafty. So fun to watch some great Clocktower tonight. First-time chat, what a great message. And Sundare, oh my god, I can't say that. Sundare Sienna. Yeah, Sundari, is that right? I never understand how Twitch works. Facepalm. Hello, hi. Well, you figured it out. So congratulations for getting through that. And then beyond that, we got the Vegas Clocktower Con is coming faster than you think. October 24th to the 26th. We're gonna have the Clocktower room there. I'm gonna be running some Fabled games at the con. Come hang out. Come visit us. Just go to the con, even if you don't want anything to do with us. It's going to be some amazing Clocktower. 3 days in Las Vegas with awesome Clocktower. You don't want to miss it, so sign up before the cool tickets are gone. The Vegas Clocktower Con's happening now, K-Trav says. I don't know about that. I think you might be a few months early, but we'll see. Yeah, Wednesday on Patters TV, Jeffy says, for the next one. Yeah, that's the final. And the final match is very close because between the Binary Supernovae and the Warrens, essentially they are both in the running, and that head-to-head match will like kind of figure who's gonna go into the finals. So very, very interesting. All right, I think that's all the announcements I have. Who wants to play some Clocktower? We can go play Blueprints instead. That seems to be everything that chat wants to talk about. I haven't played yet.
It's so good though. It's so good.
Come talk to Colson and I.
Yeah,
Like,
people keep saying.
We're tag teaming it.
I
didn't know until recently it was Blue Prince, as in like son of a king.
Yes.
I thought it was blueprints, like what architects use.
That's the point. That's the point, Johnny.
Is it? Is that really like a pun on the name of the game?
It is the point.
It is.
It is the point. Yes.
It's kind of like a puzzle game mixed with horror or Betrayal of House on the Hill board game. That's like one of my favorite board games.
Interesting.
That's why I like it so much. It's Betrayal, remove any horror, and then roguelike puzzle.
It sounds right up my alley. I told chat I'm still trying to beat Slay the Spire Ascension 20 on all the characters. I don't want to pick up a new game and distract myself. I'm so close to the finish line. My reward for beating Ascension 20 on all the characters will be to play Blue Prince. I think that's what it's going to be. Rock and Rolla, by the way, 5 gift subs in chat, giving us a Whalium splash. Hopefully you caught yourself a sub in that splash. Congratulations. And thanks for that, Rock and Roller. All right, I'm gonna go build a bag. Again, this is called a Strong Independent Damsel. This was a runner up, really close to making the final top 3 of our last contest. It just narrowly got beat out by another Damsel script. I think it split the vote. However, I've had it in my back pocket. I've been wanting to play it for a while and see how it goes. It's very social heavy more than anything, but it is a solo Leviathan script. So we'll see how that shakes out. And You know, it has. I think one of the most controversial things that people maybe didn't vote for this one. It has that dreaded atheist on it. So you know, I will say, I'm not just going to let chat force an atheist into the bag. They do have the power to redeem points and force it in, but I still reserve the right to not allow that. So you're going to have to really convince me, chat, if you want an atheist, because you know how I feel about it. It's more interesting not in play than in play. But we'll see. We'll see, players. I'm going to promise you right here, 100% chance. There's 100% chance we're not playing atheist. Well, maybe 99% chance.
There's 100% chance it could be in play.
That's true. That's probably more accurate. Yeah, there's probably a good chance it's going to be forced in play.
The atheist is on this script.
Yep. Have fun. All right, players. I'm sorry. Hi, chat. Yeah, so essentially, atheist is on the script. There is a tendency for people to force atheists into play all the time. If you feel very strongly about it, convince me. I do feel that atheists can ruin games, especially on this script with Leviathan, solo Leviathan. I'm not entirely sure what atheist adds. Really, Fac? Fac just redeemed a Leviathan. Do you see, Fac? It is a solo Leviathan script. Oh, you're redeeming that to force out the atheist. Okay. How do you pay to not have a damsel? We don't actually allow that technically, Mark, although you could technically redeem enough for 2 outsiders keeping the atheist. I'm going to read real quick though. I'm going to go to the submission for this one and read just what Agenda said. So Agenda says, this script revolves around the damsel combined with the Leviathan. Normally, good can play very openly in a Leviathan game due to no risk of dying at night. But the nature of these two roles means that good is going to have to work extremely hard to hide the damsel. Otherwise, it's just a free win for evil. The damsel cannot just off themselves, neither can the mutant, and there's no huntsman coming to save them. Good will also want to lie to avoid being hit by the poisoner. If the only player hiding their role is the damsel, it will become very easy for the evil team to out, who will know what roles are not in play, thanks to the bluffs, the snitch, a lunatic, boffin, or know whose information does not line up. This script makes deception much more important on a Leviathan script than it normally is. So that's the idea behind this script, hiding the Leviathan. Really? Okay, so I'm going to do some of these redemptions. Leviathan keeps out atheist, so I will accept it. And then Rock and Roller is requesting a drunk poppy grower. So we're going to put in Leviathan. We're going to put a poppy grower that is hard coded to be the drunk. And then Reynaro Haroon says, can we have a puzzle master? Absolutely. That's our 2 outsiders. Unless we get outsider mod, that's all we got. So no lunatic given this setup, unless we do like a balloonist. Here's one thing I really want to do. I thought about this, something that I wanted to do for fun. I'm going to put in a savant. And on the last day, we are going to give the information, all your first statements were true, or all of your second statements were true. Since we know there's probably going to be 5 days of information, we can essentially hard code all the information to kind of make 2 sets of information to help them solve which one is which. I think that's a cool idea that you can do on a Leviathan, because you know you're probably generating 5 days of data, right? Now, I could do it on the first day, or I could do it on the last day. What's more interesting, do you think? Do you think we do that on the first day and say, hey, either all your first bits of information are true or all of your last day of information are true? I do think it's more fun on the last day, which gives them more reason to want to stick around. The only reason to do it on the first day is that they might fight harder to stay alive. But we'll see. I do think last day makes sense. Poisoner absolutely could mess that up, J-Dog. Alvin wants a Mez. All right. There's a Mez. We're going to recruit an extra evil person. Ooh, we need to have the Mez word be some kind of Brandon Sanderson related thing. Like Stormlight, because we were talking about it. Or Vegas. All right, we'll do the last day. That's what I originally wanted to do. We could avoid a poisoner. We could put in a boffin. Blueprints. Yeah, that's invest. Invest is nice. Boffin could work. Poisoner. I kind of want to stick away from the poisoner and just let it be all true information that people... We got a puzzle master, so... Roguelike. Nice. We could do a marionette. I think Leviathan marionette combos very well, but we see it so often. I mean, what would a boffin even want to do? We're also missing a damsel, so maybe we do a baron and we do lunatic damsel. If we did a baron and added lunatic damsel, K-Trav redeems a snake charmer. I like it. Then what other information can we give? A noble that starts seeing the demon is pretty interesting. We already are doing a drunk poppy grower though, so we can't do a boffin drunk, Carl. That's been redeemed as a known outsider here. I don't know what an amnesiac would do. Cannibal's relatively sad. We also got to think one of these people are going to turn evil. Let's do a balloonist. Cannibal's bad, except for you get one execution and one confirmation, right? With no misinformation. Seamstress or fisherman are what I'm thinking. Fisherman is more like on us to come up with something that's like interesting, and seamstress is just like mechanical. I'm so bad at fisherman information, but maybe we'll do fisherman. Boffin Snitch is very, very intriguing, I think, for sure. Possible mez targets indeed. Fair. We could do like... Yeah, I wonder if there's a way for an amnesiac to counter... If amnesiac counters the mez turn, but there's no guarantee the mez turn's going to happen. Let's run it like this. All right. We're going to pass out these 12. Poppy Grower is, in fact, the drunk. Oh, keeping our poor Juan on the roll. We have Juan as the damsel. Satan herself is actually the Leviathan. And Coulson is actually the lunatic. We'll pretend like there's an actual Poppy Grower in play for Coulson. Who's going to be the Puzzle Master drunk player? Oh, you could not swap the tokens and keep it? It's technically true, and in the Leviathan game is one where you could probably get away with it, honestly. But I am going to do it like this. I think this is fine. Honestly, I feel like we're going to snake charm, or I feel like we're going to do almost like Puzzle Drunk the Snake Charmer, because too many outsiders, we're not going to do it. Balloonist, we're not doing the Savant because that's what we're building around, right? Or Fisherman. Fisherman. Let's do Fisherman. Puzzle Drunk the Fisherman. There we go. We could Puzzle Drunk the Damsel, but that would just be mean. Yeah, that's part of it too, right? Trav wanted a Snake Charmer, so if we Puzzle Drunk the Snake Charmer, yeah. But the demon will out old minions if it happens, possibly. I mean, yeah. Oh, do the noble and give all evil players. That's actually not a bad idea. But that means they will execute into the noble 3, right? Let's do it like this. Let's leave it like this. Let's do it on the Fisherman. Nah, I am tempted by this. Let's do we'll do 3 evils in the noble thing. All right, I think that's bluffs. So we'll do Seamstress, Knight, and screw it. We'll give Amnesiac. Why not? All right.
Mother.
All right, players. You should have your rolls. Good night, everyone.
Nice.
Good night.
Oh, there we go, Denny. That's what I was waiting
thank
for.
God.
Fredo is still in business.
I truly thought you were not going to sing, Denny, and I was getting sad.
All right, let's do the minion info. These are your minions. This is the demon. This is correct. We're gonna wake Satan and say these are your minions. These characters are not in play. Emily is a bluff. Yeah, sorry. For the Mez word, let's do invest. All right. We'll also tell Satan this player Coulson is your lunatic. What's up, Fredo? How have you been?
Oh, another beautiful day in Southern California.
Well, it's much cooler because it was like 95 a couple days ago, and that was miserable. But nice,
Yeah,
nice
I
today.
turned the AC back on.
Right? I think it was the hottest that's been in a while. So we survived. Oh, send prayers for us Midwest, and all the rest of the South is probably dying of heat. Us Southern Californians are roughing it.
Hey man, we pay for this, all right? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Yep.
yeah, I'd go live somewhere cheaper, but at the same time, you gotta deal with the weather.
Would you possibly invest in a different state, or you like it? You like it here?
I think the only other place I would go to is Hawaii, maybe, but
Hawaii.
Really,
okay,
that's even like more expensive than this by a long shot.
Yeah, you really have to invest in Hawaii if you want to go there.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
This is about it. This is perfect.
This is it. Perfect. I agree. Well, Fredo, in case you haven't picked up on it quite yet, your word for the day is invest.
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 Okay.
Are you a Brandon Sanderson fan, Fredo?
I'm unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar. Perfect. Well, go. This is related to Sanderson, so it's all good. You don't have to know it, but yeah, invest is your word.
All right. Sounds good.
Enjoy. Hello, Ket. Well, you've drawn the Snake Charmer. which is very scary. So, what do you have a plan with the snake charmer?
I really don't want to just pick myself, but I also really do want to just pick myself. But that would not be a fun game. So I think I might roll dice.
Okay, we're gonna chance it.
Yeah, we're gonna chance it. We'll get out the old D12 and we'll see what it says tonight.
Leaving it into fate.
So if 1 is number 1, Satan herself is number 3.
Okay.
That is my choice.
You're gonna choose Satan herself?
Yes.
Awesome. You are now the Leviathan. You are evil.
God damn it.
Enjoy. This game's off the rails right at the start.
Oh, the dice suck. Oh, I need a dice. It's time for the dice.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Satan. I just thought, realistically, you probably won't be coming and checking in because there's no night kills this game, right?
I know. I don't get the normal agency I normally do as a demon. Darn.
I know, yeah. So, but it would be like, I was like, oh, I'll go talk to the demon. I'll go talk to Satan a different night. But there won't be any reason to. So I thought I'd just check in on night 1 and just say how you're planning to approach this game.
I have crushed a Leviathan game by bluffing Seamstress before, so it is absolutely a go-to, but I might try to go a little bit riskier this time. The Amity is a very fun bluff, so we'll see what we decide to do.
Cool. Nice. I do have one slight bit of information that might alter your plans, though.
Yes, do tell.
You are now the snake charmer. You are good.
Awesome! Okay, that's so much fun. Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, chat. Here's the thing, right? There's still an atheist on the script. This could still be an atheist game. A poppy grower with demons and evil luring each other. There's a chance. There is a chance, but we'll see. You're right, rock and roll. Yeah, the poppy grower won't buy it. Wake character Damsel is in play. I'll send this to both of the minions. Okay, Damsel pings out 1. Damsel could still end this game, right? You can't technically tell the lunatic that they're a snake charmer because the lunatic must mechanically think that they are a demon, not a townsfolk. Yeah, we'll give Cannibal. These characters are not in play. We're going to give Cannibal, Librarian, and I mean, what do we give? Hey, Colson.
Hi, Steve. Hello.
I did realize I forgot to send you your bluffs, so I did send them right now. It is a popular game, so you're not going to learn your team, unfortunately.
You know what? That's fine. It's a Leviathan game. I don't have to make any choices. I don't even have to get my bluffs to my teammates. I have no responsibility. I'm good.
It's in terms of like demon responsibilities. Colson disconnected right then. Right then. What a time to disconnect. It's okay. So you're right though. In terms of like being a responsible demon, Leviathan's pretty low on the list. I mean, you just have to avoid being executed, and all demons have to do that anyway. So
yeah.
So cool.
Yep. I think that'll be easy.
I do
easy
hope.
Win.
Yeah, easy win. So best of luck, and I hope you see you at the finish line.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, chat. You're right. Hey, Kat, I did forget one more piece of information, and that is that Coulson is your lunatic.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Mm-hmm. All right, let's pivot real quick. The drunk noble, the puzzle drunk noble is learning 3 players that are evil. We're going to show all the evil. But with Satan herself doing this sort of out thing, do we pivot away from that? Or do we lean into that and just make it seem like that's part of the atheist shenanigans, is that I put noble pinks on all the evil players? It could be like a hint that it's an atheist game. We'll just go with it. We'll stick with it. Hey, Jeffy.
Hello.
All right. I've got 3 players for you. And of those 3 players, we have one and only one of which is evil, which is probably pretty good in a Leviathan game to help narrow things down.
Yeah, thanks for telling me it's an atheist game. I appreciate it.
I would never. No, I didn't. I would never say that, Jeffy.
Ever.
That being said, you are going to learn Fredo.
I knew it. I literally already had it on Fredo. Wait.
You want to tell me the rest? Tell me the rest of your pinks? No, unfortunately not Ash. But okay. You're close. Satan herself.
Okay, see, I was close.
And?
And then Denny.
Yes, you got it. It's Denny Boy. Nice. And I'm not saying that. I did not let you pick your own noble pings in an atheist game. I would never do that, Jeffy.
If anybody asks, I'm going to tell them that I picked my own noble pings. That's fine.
Perfect. Enjoy.
Is that
fun? Prediction? Do you really want a prediction in this mess? Like, what prediction could we even do here? I'll run a good evil prediction, but like, if you're voting on evil here, man, I don't know. Ooh, that would be cool. All right, and then Tiffy gets a bonus ping. We're gonna put it on. Put on a Rob. Hey, Tiffy.
I just talk all the time, but.
Why? What do you mean? Are you in the middle of talking?
I was.
Always, Tiffy. Always. Well, we'll go ahead and get you started with a little balloonist ping. You can float on over and have a chat with Rob.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you.
All right. There you go. Damsel prediction would have made the most sense. Yeah. How does this game end? Demon execution, damsel ping, damsel call. Okay, wait. Yeah. Let me. I already have it running. I can't change it now. That would have been a better choice. Yeah. Okay. We need some good information. So for Rob, we're gonna do probably the first information is true each day. So we're gonna say either No, definitely not mentioning the snake charmer day 1. We'll say the damsel. If I say the damsel sat between 2 evil players, that kind of tells Satan what's up, right? It does tell Satan who the demon is, so maybe I don't do that. The damsel is sat next to a minion, which you won't want to share. Or both of your neighbors are townsfolk. No, I can't do anything that is too. Let's see. Damsel sat next to a minion. the puzzle drunk player. This is hard. This is harder than I thought. Oh yeah. There is a poppy grower in play. Perfect. Let me try to salvage something real quick. Colson, I made one more tiny mistake. I have to come rectify. Chat yelled at me.
No worries.
It is a poppy grower game, but that doesn't mean you don't learn your lunatic.
I just thought I probably was lunatic, but okay.
Your lunatic is Satan herself.
Ooh, all right. Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome. Enjoy. All right, that's my chance to salvage this into possibly being an atheist game. Let's wake him up. What's up, Tyler?
Saw anything in there like ever again, and then it was like, oh, hi, this is the Grim. Go join the Grim now. And then I joined the Grim, and later left Recall Village.
35 was the
Players, pay no attention to the giant flying tentacled creature in the sky. This is not a Leviathan game, but if it was, this would be day one of the non-existent Leviathan game. I'll go ahead and give you guys about 5 minutes.
If anybody wants to hear the best news you've ever heard, come to the tower right now.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Real quick, I'm the atheist. So make of that what you will.
It's coming
Hello,
in here.
everyone.
Oh, wow.
I was snake charmed. I was snake charmed.
Yay!
Somebody
Well, that's
thought that
funny
it was a really
because-
funny idea to pick Satan herself on night one, and I was snake charmed.
I am the damsel.
So there you go.
Anybody relay the information that Danny was trying to?
If anybody would like to hear the dirt on who
Yeah.
who the minions are and all that.
Well, Denny
Listen,
just
Not only
played
that, but I'll throw in an extra
so-
lunatic for you too.
I just
Why
want to say
are
the
we-
best word is
Why are we
the
all
best
in
word is
here?
There
forensic.
certainly is an evil team because I
We
was
could
snake
be-
charmed.
We could be
The,
all in
one of the
the
minions is here. Are both of them
town.
here? Yeah, they are both
No,
here.
because the
Hello,
tower has
Megan.
more acoustic. Oh, the two minions right here. Is the lunatic here?
The lunatic is also here. So fun.
So
I
would you all like to know
But we
who
just
they
kill
are?
Steve and then get a re-rack without an atheist.
I am so down for that. Are nominations open, Steve?
I have to nominate
Not
Denny.
quite yet.
Lose, but it'll be fun.
Satan, you missed it.
By the way,
boy, saying
the
that-
lunatic is Colson. I'm so sorry, Colson. And Denny Boy and Fredo are the minions.
Because
The
Lunatic is
bluffs,
good,
by the
right?
way, are Seamstress, Amnesiac, and what was the last one? I took a picture. Night. It was because I didn't want to bluff it. That's right. I was deciding between
Oh.
Seamstress and Amnesiac, and then Steve said I was charged.
Here's my argument for why should we
There you go.
kill Steve right away. A, we all trust Denny. B, if Denny really is the atheist, the game is over. C, if Denny isn't the atheist, then the game is still over. And either way, we either win or lose. Let's do it.
I got to
Your
pick
second-
my own
Yay.
things.
Wait,
I
Satan, who was your second minion
Huh?
besides Denny?
My second minion was Fredo, and Colson is the lunatic. Sorry, Colson.
Okay.
That does make sense. That
Also,
the atheist would
we
be
have
your minion.
successfully gotten everyone in town into the tower. This I don't know if that's a first.
Bit of a
but
tight
This
fit.
is awesome.
No, right?
Hey, Denny, you can be an atheist marionette.
What were the bluffs saying? You
Well,
said
Can you
according to
leave it a little
Satan,
bit better?
Satan-
Bluffs
Seamstress
were
starting.
Seamstress, Amnesiac, and Knight. I was deciding between bluffing Seamstress and Amnesiac, but nope, I was snake charmed.
Which
I
team
got
did
to
you
pick
say?
my own noble things.
I don't
So
know who snake charmed me, but there you go.
Wait,
Oh,
Satan,
yeah,
you
but-
were the demon and you were snake charmed?
that's what
That's
she
right. Somebody thought it'd be real
Uh,
funny to pick Satan herself on night one. Ruined my
Satan,
Leviathan game. So sad.
You can't be
Satan,
the demon if Denny's telling the truth unless Denny's the marionette, correct?
That's
I would
right.
be the
Denny is a
marionette.
minion.
That doesn't make sense.
Wait,
Denny
Satan,
is
you're
a
saying
minion. There is a
Denny
minion
and Fredo were your minions. Were you given a buffing ability? Okay, so one of them is a buffing.
I was not given a buffing ability. No.
Oh, you're not given a buffing ability. Okay.
So here's the plan.
I do not think that would not happen. I think that would happen before Sync Charm, but I don't know for sure. I was not told I have a marionette. There is not a marionette.
Should
that would be
I-
totally
or not?
No, marionette information goes before Snake Charmer because we're not running it as a lay host. So it would be
Yeah.
Gotcha.
demon info, marionette, and then poisoner, and then Snake Charmer.
Also, the buffing is the very first thing that happens
Yep.
in night one, so you would have been told. So okay, so no buffing.
Okay, so our
Well,
minions
that's
are
better.
between Baron, Poisoner, and Mez. That's it. That's what we got.
Well, I hope
Okay.
it's. I
Let's
hope it's
not
Mez.
kill Fredo and Denny Boy, and let's just go demon hunting. How's that sound, guys?
I was
Let's
saying,
go.
I'm
the
down.
noble pings,
Also not Coulson. You are cleared, Coulson.
the noble
Enjoy
pings
yourself.
don't line up with
Good idea.
information though. So sorry.
Who's
By the
the
way,
noble?
I was not the snake charmer
Could be a
because
night one poison snipe.
I
the
love
noble
It
it.
can
pings.
always be a night one poison. Let's see what else is going on this script. Puzzle Master is also on this script. If there's a PM, then it would be useful to know you. There's a
Wait,
drunk on
wait.
this script as well, and if we have a Baron, we have increased likelihood of all of that.
If anyone would
Quick
like to chat with
question.
me, I'll be back in town.
Quick question: is there any chance that a lunatic that was poison sniped is told that they wear snake charm? Because at that point, they no longer need to believe they are the demon because they are poisoned.
I don't think that that's possible. We can ask Steve though. Steve, is it possible for
Yeah.
a lunatic who is poison sniped to learn that they are snake charmed?
It is possible to temporarily believe that you've been snake charmed if you're poison sniped. It's also, as soon as the poison wears off, though, that would have to go away. It's also theoretically, if you are drunk, like in some way, you could also think that you were snake charmed when you're not. Yeah, and those are like two main ways I can think of.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, Nina.
Jeffy?
You're gonna guess that Jeffy is the drunk, the puzzle drunk. You pick Jeffy, and you're going to learn cat.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy.
What's the Mez word, Tiffy?
What's the Mez word? You want to say it for us?
What's the Mez word, Tiffy? Huh? Look at that
I've never
smile.
voted on Fredo. I've never voted on Fredo.
What's the Mez word for Tiffy?
Nope, I'm not doing it.
All right.
I'm not the Mez, Rob. I poisoned you. Like, I don't know what you want. Like,
Okay.
go.
Let's see. There's not a lot of shenanigans, but I'll just call on you guys. So whatever you guys want. Maybe there's shenanigans. I'm thinking there's atheist. Sorry, amnesiac shenanigans. I'll start with Denny Boy.
I do just want people to hear out that I am the atheist, and it does make sense that Satan would get me as one of her minions if I was the atheist. So we should keep that in mind as a possibility. Of course, for me, I mean, it would have to be an atheist because I can no longer consider a drunk atheist world, which is great. But let's not be too hasty here.
Lunatic, I don't think I would learn a lunatic.
Yeah, you can. Why not?
Yeah, you
Why
can.
not?
It's a little
There
bit.
can be 4 lunatics in the game.
Especially in an atheist game, that would make sense to me. Especially if Steve was planning.
Either
to
way,
say that
I'm
they
good.
got- It's
Hey, Rob.
Hello. Hey.
Well, you thought you want to get some Savant information?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. All right, Rob. Either the damsel is sat next to a minion, or there is a poppy grower in play.
Okay. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Requires Steve? Oh, he's back. Okay.
Sorry, I had a little consult there. Let's keep going around the circle. Johnny.
I would like to claim amnesiac and choose Ash.
Johnny claims amnesiac and chooses Ash. Heard. Thank you. Tiffy? No? Nina?
I'm the puzzle master. I picked Jeffy as puzzle drunk and learned Ket.
Jeffy?
I'm the noble, and my noble pings were Fredo, Satan, and Denny. So it doesn't really line up with all the things that Satan is saying unless I'm the puzzle drunk.
That's really funny. Also makes me lean slightly more atheist.
Colson would like to claim Leviathan.
Colson claims Leviathan. Heard.
Okay, I changed my mind. Tiffy is gonna say, I'm the librarian, and I saw that either Juan or Rob was the puzzle master.
Interesting.
Rob?
Can we nominate yet?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Rob nominates Steve.
Rob nominates me. Wait a minute. Rob, tell us why.
Clearly, it's an atheist game. I'm not even kidding. I really think it's an atheist game. So let's just get this over with.
As in my defense is that I don't like atheist games, and there's no way. I told you when the game started, there's 100% chance that there's a 99% chance that this is 100% possibly an atheist game. It'll take
Also,
6 votes if you want to try it. Yeah, right.
We can only kill one good player, but Steve doesn't count, so we get this kill, and it doesn't count against the good player.
For free.
That's true. 6 votes needed.
I mean, I don't mind us taking our time with this. I think Rob is eager to get to the next game, but we can take our time here.
I don't know. I really think it's an atheist game, and we should just kill him.
Oh, for sure. But yes.
I'm down. I just think that there's no real harm in winning one day.
3 is not enough. I am safe for the day.
Let's say you did receive the atheist token, Denny. Did
Yes.
you notice
Nobody
that there is
said the
also
word
a
yet,
trunk
right?
on this script?
Yes.
You should
However,
be concerned about that.
I can't be the drunk anymore, because if Satan was truly the lunatic who got snake charmed, the Satan would have to be the lunatic to get me as a minion, and Satan could not be snake charmed unless it was an atheist game.
I guess that's fair.
So I don't
And
think
then
I
that
can be an
fits with
atheist drunk.
Jeffy having noble information that points to all the evil team that he's mimicking by telling Satan that they were,
Johnny?
I don't think.
No, I definitely think it's a.
I would like to
realistic
nominate
possibility.
Rob.
Johnny nominates Rob. Tell us why.
Rob wanted to kill Evil Steve, ruining chat's fun for this entire game. And I don't know, that just seems rude.
Rob?
You can kill me if you want. I'm the savant. I don't care if I'm the savant and I get information or not, frankly. But I am the savant, and it might help us win. I can tell you what my savant information is for the first day. It's the damsel is seated next to a minion, or it is a poppy grower. There is a poppy grower in play, which both seem unlikely. But second one seems more unlikely than the first one.
6 votes is the number.
I feel like it is unwise to share that savant information.
Why not?
I have to believe that if Satan's information is that Coulson is the lunatic, I know I am the puzzle master. There
3's not
cannot be
enough.
a damsel, right? It's not a huntsman.
Jeffy?
Jeffy claims psychopath and kills Denny.
Jeffy claims psychopath and kills Denny. Even if this were an atheist game, which I'm not confirming it is or it isn't, there's no psychopath on the script. That would be wild of me to confirm it on day 1. So no effect.
Denny won the competition, so instead of nominating Denny, I thought I'd do something more fun.
Fair.
Rob claims minions
Good job,
and
Denny.
picks Jeffy as the damsel.
Rob claims minion and picks Jeffy as the damsel. The game goes on.
Oh.
Final call for nominations? Bringing this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Nobody's executed. Nobody dies. Night, everyone.
Who you choosing tonight, Satan?
I'm choosing things. I'm drunk.
I mean, you sure choose
Jeffy, what were your
My noble pings were
That message,
Satan,
that's wild.
Denny, and Fredo.
That count?
Which must have been very funny for Jeffy to hear me say.
Which here's actually the really funny part. I cold.
Hey, Fredo. I never heard it said, so I wasn't sure if it was said.
No, we were all in the stupid tower for forever.
Fair.
Fuck.
Okay, just thought I would come check.
I've given the word out to people.
Have you?
No one wants to say it.
All right, we'll see if it gets said then.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, Fredo. In case you missed it, Juan asked if the Mez word was invest, would invested count? And I said nope. I would only count invest directly. So the word's out there in many ways. It's interesting, right? If this was a in-person game, one would have pulled me aside and asked me that, and that would have triggered it, right? So in a way, by messaging it to me, you could argue that he's now evil. But I'm gonna stick with it has to be said out loud in the game. I think if a word, yeah, we'll see. All right,
Hello.
Satan herself, go ahead and pick a player.
Alrighty, well, I'm petrified that you or potentially a strange amnesiac ability might make me real. But Denny
possible.
makes a good point about the mathematician, and trying my luck is funny. So I think I'll pick Ash.
You're gonna pick Ash, and you're still the snake charmer. Go to sleep.
Yay! Good night.
Good night. No pick from the lunatic, nothing from the damsel. Tiffy gets a name. So we did a townsfolk. Now we have to do a non-townsfolk. Let's do one. What am I doing for Coulson? You said do Coulson. What am I doing for Coulson? He doesn't make any picks. Oh, show Coulson. What did I show? I showed Rob, and I showed Coulson. No, I want to. I want to frame the idea that what I'm doing doesn't make any sense. So let's do this. Hey, Tiffy.
Hi, Steve. Hi, chat.
You can float on over and spy on Juan.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. A self-poisoned snake charmer picking the demon does not trick. What if it was a drunk? Okay, miss. Stick with me for a second. A drunk demon who thought they were like a puzzle drunk demon or something. A puzzle drunk demon who thinks they are the snake charmer, who then makes a pick on themselves who are the actual demon. Does that tick a math? Probably not. Can an evil damsel guess themselves? They're not a minion, so no. But even if they would, evil loses. So no in so many ways. I'm saying no. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing, Miss. So that's what we're trying to sell the world, yeah. Okay, so we need 2 bits of information. The first one needs to be true, the second one needs to be false. So we'll say the puzzle master guessed correctly for the first half, or it is very strong info. Or there was a Mez turn. I could tell him what the Mez word is. Or a person was Mez turned last night. Okay, cool. Let's roll with that.
Token on Denny Boy because it makes it look like Denny Boy's little avatar has a hat.
Hey. All right, players, good morning. Once again, to prove that this town is safe and there's nothing wrong, nobody has died. So congratulations for everyone still surviving. If this was a Leviathan game, it'd be day 2 of 1, but ignore all of the tentacles in the sky. It's all good. But also, shout outs. We have one redemption. Golden Bucket is requesting a shout out. So we can get a shout out to Golden Bucket. What's up, Golden Bucket?
What's up, Golden Bucket?
Golden Bucket.
All right, I'll give you guys 4 minutes.
I still was told I was the snake charmer. I picked Ash.
Hey, Steve. I just have a quick question on how you would run this particular thing for Atheist game.
Okay.
Because it says no evil characters. If hypothetically one of the good characters that you wanted to be in the game was the lunatic, would you put for this script a Leviathan in the bag because it's even though it's an evil token, it won't be an evil character.
That is 100% possible, right? Like the person can draw a Leviathan token and be the lunatic, and that wouldn't prevent anything with an atheist.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure because we were chatting about it. So
yeah, it is something you can absolutely do.
All right.
And technically, if there's an atheist in the bag, anything's possible. Right? The rules.
Yes, but completely. It wouldn't. Does atheist mess with setup? I guess, yeah.
Anything.
The rules are broken. The answer is yes.
Yeah. So, it says it says no evil characters, so in theory there wouldn't be, but then you could immediately break your own rules. So it's kind of like one of those weird edge cases.
Yeah.
But in general, it is something that could happen. All right.
Good to know. Thank you.
I don't know if I believe Satan at all, mind you, but
Well, I think the information is hard to track.
That's sort of this game. Steve was saying that this is more of a social game than an information game for the script specifically. That lends itself to that.
Yeah, the atheist really
don't have any info yet.
The atheist on the script really confuses things. All right, see ya.
Yep.
How you doing in this game, Ash?
How's it going, chat? You're not about to hear from me today, but if for whatever reason they decide to try to kill me, I at least get the chance to use it before. So that's good.
Yep. Well, you're not dying at night.
I will actually get to use my fisherman ability. I know, right? It's not great.
Okay.
What's up, Juan?
Hear me out. The thing is, I think I truly believe Jeff's info is drunk because of being puzzle drunk, in which case Ket is the actual demon. If that's the case, I don't think people are going to be trying to go for Ket just yet, but I truly believe there's a chance that somehow I'm going to be red as the damsel and then evil's going to win. So I am so tempted to just jump ship, go into the evil team, not for anything except for the fact that then they will not be able to guess me and make me lose, and then try to figure out how to save Ket from this. So I don't know if that's going to work or not, but invest. Also, I'm here. I'm going to tell people that I came here to ask you, would you make a drunk person that is the drunk also the puzzle drunk person? And I actually want to know your opinion. Would that be something you do?
It's definitely legally allowed to happen. It just feels very extra mean.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm going to bluff librarian then. Bye.
All right, enjoy.
I think Steve would make that the word, so
I don't think that would be the word either.
What's up, Rob?
So, may I have some savant information?
Absolutely. So, either a puzzle master guessed correctly, or a person was mez-turned last night.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Welcome back to town, everyone. We'll go ahead and go around sharing any shenanigans or information, and then we'll open nominations. Although, kill at your own risk. Rob.
Yes, so my savant information for today is either a puzzle master guessed correctly or a person was mez-turned last night.
Oh yeah, incest.
We're still gonna demonetize already.
It's not Game of Thrones.
Wow.
What?
With most Tiffy.
It's Tiffy quiet
This
time.
game is going to take us off the air.
Yeah, it's Tiffy quiet time.
Johnny?
I just everyone knows I chatted with Steve briefly just to make sure how he would run it, and he said, yeah, I would absolutely put the Leviathan token in and make that person a lunatic, and even if I didn't want to, I could then break any rules, whatever, because atheist.
Tiffy?
This is a hand for Num.
Oh, okay.
Num.
Juan?
Mine is also it's not enough. I'm just gonna throw sus, I guess. Tiffy, you're double claiming me.
I'm double claiming you.
Yeah, I'm the librarian, so I don't know why you claim
librarian.
librarian.
I said that yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that part. I only heard that part, and then I went so confused, thinking if there was a picture or anything. Okay, never mind. Then I take back my
All
right, Tiffy.
There's a light one.
Tiffy, okay. Tiffy is Rob. I would like to nominate Rob, and part of my accusation is I don't want Rob to give a defense. Rob,
not how this works, Tiffy.
Please, Rob.
So wait, your offense is you don't want Rob to give a defense.
That's not how any of this works.
Yes, my accusation is Rob, please don't talk.
All right, Rob, you have the floor. Would you like to say anything? All right,
Let's
6 is the number.
We believe in fair execution proceedings.
A good idea.
Are you consenting to this? No?
5 is not enough. Rob is
That
safe
is
for
not
the day.
consent.
Rob, you hate being the savant.
Just knowing that you're poisoned.
Nina?
I hate bluffing because I hate
like
bluffing the
nominate
savant
Ken.
more than being the savant. So
You don't have to bluff savant ever. You can choose to, but you never have to.
Sorry, who was that, Nina?
So
Cat.
first of
I would
all,
like to nominate Cat.
Nina nominates Cat. Tell us why.
I'm the puzzle master. I guess Jeffy. Cat is who I got. I could be more interested in Atheist Worlds if we at least get this out of the way.
Cat?
No, I am possibly drunk. So I've been told. I've got numbers each night. And they might be a little iffy.
Tiffy?
The math
No,
claim?
iffy.
6 is the
Yes,
number.
math claim.
this world fits with my info as well.
Nina, do you want me to vote?
I don't
I mean,
mind
it's up to
eliminating
you,
this world.
but you vote if you want to. But
We don't have to do it today.
That's
was
not.
6 is enough.
like
Cat's
That was
now
not
on the block.
good. I also do not like that.
We can try and tie it.
Yeah, I don't mind tying, but
If it helps at all,
Yeah,
my
I think we
librarian
can tie.
pings. If it helps at all, my librarian pings were actually Jeffy and Cat
That's
As the drunk?
as the drunk. Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not
that would
great,
make
though.
sense.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense.
Ooh,
where do we get the extra outsider at?
Neither of those pings makes.
Where's
me
our
believe
extra
that
outsider right now?
evil.
We would have to have a lunatic.
Lunatic.
Or sorry, we
me,
would have to have a baron. That
Balloonist?
means
Yeah.
we're missing an
Baron.
outsider.
Yes, I don't want
This
to talk about
script,
the
we should
extra
not.
outsider.
The only other
Yeah, we
Yes.
can be missing an outsider in a very easy way.
Yeah, mutant or
I don't
damsel
think we
makes
need
sense.
to worry about that too much. Yeah.
You can either be missing or getting an outsider from a different cause. I understand.
atheist.
There might
Well,
be.
or mutant or damsel as well.
Yeah, Denny's definitely the atheist.
The only world that Coulson and I can roll out, by the way, by us both existing and believing that what we believe is that I'm the actual lunatic and Coulson is the actual Leviathan. I don't think that
would be funny, but Coulson presumably would have gotten you as lunatic and would not be playing along in that case.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm inclined to not think of that.
I don't. Yeah. I think we should tie this. I did not like that voting.
I agree.
Not a fan.
Johnny Ace nominates
Okay.
Tate.
Nominates Jeffy.
We killed Denny, but that's fine.
I heard a couple of nominations.
I think it was Johnny first.
Who'd you nominate, Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny went first.
Satan herself.
All right. Tell us why.
Let's tie this on 6.
Dayton?
There's a weird delay thing going on where I can't really hear things that Johnny is saying until it mutes them automatically. So I don't know what Johnny just said. But if we're trying to tie, I am more than happy to facilitate this.
That's the goal.
All right.
Yeah.
6 will tie.
Wow.
7
I'm assuming that's why Johnny nominated me, and I'm good with that.
Ash, what's the benefit to time here?
I don't understand.
Absolutely.
It is
At all.
too early to be killing when we have
But
not that
it's
much
early.
info. And I
But we-
don't believe
Yeah.
I do not believe Cat is evil. Considering
clear a world.
6
Is I-
is a tie. Nobody's on the block.
there's one of two things that either happened there which caused that puzzle master ping on Cat. Either Jeffy is I don't think you could even get a puzzle master ping on Cat that is correct, because Jeffy could either be the puzzle master or the trunk, and then
Final
Cat
call.
would have to be the other corresponding to that. If Jeffy's the puzzle master drunk, she wouldn't be the actual drunk, and then that leaves Ket to be the drunk and the librarian thing, which means Ket's not the demon.
But if Jeffy was the
Chris-
drunk, I can totally see how like evil Steve could see like, oh, let's just give you the other end of the librarian paying us the demon or something.
2.
Yeah, I think Jeffy being the drunk could make that possible. Jeffy being
Nobody's
the
executed.
TM
Nobody
is-
dies.
No one is building the world where one is the drunk and neither.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi,
Danny
Steve.
boy. I just wanted to come say I love you so much right now. Thank you so much for your shenanigans, because this is very interesting.
I have to play it cool. Recently, when I've been evil, I get really excited and animated and antsy. And so if I have to build any sort of social credibility, I've got to take it easy. So
Is this you analyzing your own play styles and like trying to out meta yourself?
out meta other people.
Other
Yeah,
people.
I'm not a good liar, so I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, I just gotta say I love the atheist play. It's fun. And
We're
you know,
doing.
you're a
trying
parent. What are you
our
gonna do?
Oh, and to that play, I know that Johnny, Jeffy, or one of them is the damsel. So I don't know who the demon is, but at least we have an ace up our sleeve if we need it. So
All right. Well, good luck. I just had to come check in with you because there's no mechanical reason to check in. I just wanted to check in.
hey everyone. All right, thanks, Steve.
So much fun. So much fun. Loved Danny boy. All right. Let's go to Juan. Hey Juan.
I don't know what I'm doing in this game.
Well, you're now evil.
Okay.
So
okay.
that
I don't know.
is-
I don't know if that's good or bad.
That is definitely a choice, and I love it. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. That's some information was painting me as them, so I panicked. I pressed the panic button, and I don't believe I should have pressed the panic button, but we'll see. Thank you.
Bye. That's wild.
Hello.
Hey, Satan. What are you thinking of this game so far?
Hello. I think it's very interesting. I think either it's a very specifically crafted non-atheist game, or it's just a funny atheist game, and I'm good either way.
Those are the best kind. All right, go ahead and make a choice.
We're gonna go ahead and pick. How about Jeffy?
All right, you pick Jeffy and go to sleep. You're still the snake charmer.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Tiffy is going to learn. So we've shown presumably 2 townsfolk, or an outsider and then an out. So yeah. You know what? Let's show the minion. Hey Tiffy.
Listen, can I explain my thought process?
Absolutely, yeah, go for it.
Rob is giving big damsel energy,
Okay.
and I want that dead, good, alive, whatever it is. I want it dead.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't put it past you to give me an outsider who is the damsel on night 1 and be like, oh, I can trust this, especially when it's Rob, who I already think is evil most of the time.
Yep. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Tiffy, and I like the play.
Yeah, I know. You see the Grim. You can't tell me anything about what's going on, but
I can tell you a person you can float on over and see tonight,
okay.
and that's going to be Fredo.
That's rude.
Hi.
Come on. Have a little bit more gumption.
Then Fredo? Okay, yeah, I didn't show you the demon. Don't worry.
He definitely gave me a mez word. I don't think he's the mez. I think he's the poisoner. Who possibly poisoned Jeffy on night one. But
Wait.
now that I heard about them.
Is that why you yelled incest?
Yeah.
Okay. We were very confused as to what that was all about.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, and I can say this now because I heard Nina say it before me. So unless Nina's already evil, like Fredo told me the word was invest.
Okay. So now there's layers to this, Tiffy. Interesting. Okay. Well, you're still good.
All right, great.
Imagine
Well,
a
already-
world in which you said the mez word in this conversation, and that's what turns you evil. That'd be
The
wild.
mez goes before the balloonist, Steve. Come on.
That's
Respect
true.
the
Technically
Bible.
speaking, it'd be tomorrow night if it happened. Okay, fair.
Respect the stack. Respect the stack.
All right.
Right. Thank you.
Interesting. Okay, 2 pieces of savant information. Noble is the actual. There is no noble in play will be the false information, and the true information will be. Lunatic saw a lunatic. Is that too on the nose? A lunatic saw a lunatic. I don't want to show that again. A lunatic. There can't really be 2 lunatics in play unless it's atheist, in which case all my information is meaningless anyways. So a lunatic saw a lunatic, or there is no noble in play. Like that. Yeah, I don't know. The drunk has not woken up. I want to frame Jeffy as the drunk though, right? So how about the noble ping was oh man, no. What are the other possible minions? What if I frame Rob as the marionette? What if I make his false information you are the marionette? There's no noble in play as the false information, and as the true information is something that seems seen 3 character types. The balloonist has seen 3 character types, or there's no noble in play. Okay, let's do that. Empath 1. Empath 1 is actually not bad, but we'll keep it social.
Yeah.
Also, me to give the roll to Johnny.
Good morning, players. Surprise! There's been no deaths in the night. I don't think there's
Hooray.
actually a demon around here. Give you guys 4 minutes again.
Okay, I would advocate for people.
Oh, right.
So we're gonna get a little early this time.
Yeah, that makes sense. So let's say real quick. Let me think. Either the balloonist has seen 3 different character types, or there is no noble in play.
All right, thank you.
Joy.
Because I don't know. I hate math. I hate the math rule.
Hey, Fredo.
No, that's very understandable.
Yeah, what up, Rob?
What role are you claiming?
Poisoner, and I poisoned you.
Got it. You got poisoning me every night.
You would have heard of a knight. You may or may not have heard of a seamstress.
My pings are
Chat.
on Rob,
What do we do?
Ket, and
with
Fredo.
Fisherman info.
No, Rob, Ket. Rob
Believe
1
in
and
God?
Fredo. Chat.
Believe in God? Is that our
Rob
atheist way?
Fredo. Okay.
Rob
Hey,
is
chat.
giving off,
Evil vibes.
Rob is giving off damsel vibes.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Being
I
damsel guest.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm this game's atheist.
Perfect. Let's keep selling the world. I am a librarian. My drunk pings are Jeff and Kate. Goodbye.
Bye? Well, there goes that damsel plan. All right, well, we're in trouble then. That's okay. We'll keep it going. We'll keep it up.
Pings with town or not yet?
Not the new ones. You want to hear them?
I would love to. I would love to hear the first ones also because I was just way too distracted with the Tiffy double claim that I did.
All right. So going in order, day 1, the damsel has been sat next to a minion, or it is a poppy grower. There's a poppy grower in play. Day 2, a puzzle master guessed correctly, or somebody was mez-turned last night. And then day 3, the balloonist has seen 3 different character types, or there is no noble in play.
Interesting. Okay. So all my information is also out there. My librarian with Jeffy and Cat drunk pings. If Jeffy was the
Started
drunk,
with the night 1 snake.
the noble in play will be
Here we are.
true, right? Because it's no noble in play, right?
That would be true.
No noble in play, which means, do you know who the balloonist is? Do you know who is the balloonist?
No, I've not heard a balloonist claim yet.
They are willing to share.
I mean, I voted on Steve when you nominated Steve because there's a chance I am the demon. I have a Leviathan token, so I will vote on Steve whenever he's nominated.
I mean, your role got outed immediately. Like in the tower, everyone was there.
Yep.
All right.
So
very good. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. So.
Yep. Cool.
All right. Thanks, Colson.
Play from day 1. It felt like a play, so I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I'm struggling. Go, Steve. I'm gonna use my ability because I am stuck. Legitimately, I want to use my ability.
All right.
I could use some advice right about now.
Want to... All right, Ash. As the fisherman, I think the best advice I could give you, Ash, is that you should definitely believe in God. That's the best advice I can give you.
This feels like I have to remember there was a couple of games ago, I think, where someone was searching for religion, and this feels like it's the end point for exactly that. I found it instead.
We're in the middle of a sequel that I didn't know we were part of. That's interesting.
It may have been a Dave game then.
Okay.
This is really funny to me.
All right. Well,
Thanks.
that's the best advice I can give you. Good luck.
All right. Let's all do an information sharing party.
I got some.
I would rather Rob be dead before we did that, but okay.
Let's talk first.
Right. So I am the savant, and my day 3 information is a balloonist saw 3 different character types, Tiffy, or there is no noble in play, or I'm drunk from Fredo, or it's an atheist game.
I added 1 extra ode to balloon. That's great. Yeah,
Ash,
you
what
want
you
my
got?
You want my fisherman advice?
Yes.
My fisherman advice was to believe in God.
God.
I love it. That's very funny.
That's hysterical. Thank you, Steve.
That's so unhelpful
I
either
can't.
way.
I know, right?
It's really unhelpful.
Perfect system in place for day 3 of Leviathan game.
Okay. Who else has got info that is not
Satan.
late? Ears.
You could not have been the demon.
I could not have been. Why?
In very niche, because I'm the poppy grower, and you would not have gotten your minions.
Ah, you are claiming Poppy Grower. That's exciting. I was wondering if that was going to come out. Interesting. Tiffy, what were your balloonist information? Thanks.
I'd rather we kill Rob first.
Okay, I want to know.
Why?
Okay, everybody thinks this is a great idea. I'm the balloonist. I saw Rob, Juan, and then who did I see last night? Fredo.
That would be. That
Yeah,
would
it's
make my
definitely false,
savant
'cause Rob-
information.
Rob is definitely the savant.
Right. So, Tiffy, if your information is true, right, that would be difficult for my information to also be true. So I might be poisoned.
What was your second thing today, Rob?
My first thing was the balloonist saw 3 different character types.
I know
My
that.
second thing, there is no noble in play.
Okay, cool. I wrote the wrong one down. Okay. I just wrote noble in play. I wrote the wrong variation.
Okay. It is possible we can solve this just by going through day 1. Potentially. So, night 1 had Jeffy get information that, at least from my knowledge, is ostensibly incorrect. However, it might not be completely ostensibly incorrect, but it seems like it's not really true. Juan knows that there is someone drunk. Either it's himself, or it is either Jeffy or Ket. I think that seems plausible. Ket thinks that the information she's been getting has potentially been tampered with in some way. Johnny is claiming Poppy Grower. If Johnny was sober and healthy the first night, then either Colson's the actual Leviathan and I'm the lunatic, which I still think is quite unlikely. It's possible, but it is very unlikely.
You wouldn't do that if it's not an atheist game, because actively telling you were snake charmed means that you would no longer believe you're the demon and therefore go against the lunatic's ability. So you could not currently be the lunatic.
Yeah. I don't think I could be either. I completely agree. So I did get information, which means that either Johnny was poisoned actively, or it's just an atheist game.
Or it's Johnny.
But I was told to believe in God.
Johnny's a snake charmer.
Which is the stupidest thing to say.
Yeah, or Johnny's the snake charmer. That's possible as well.
So if we kill Ket and Johnny,
well, if we kill Ket and Johnny, then we can't try for an atheist.
Ket and Johnny, then evil wins or Steve wins.
I'd kill Johnny and Steve if it was me. Yep.
Says the person who could actually be the Leviathan.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Why are you disregarding my information?
By the way, I will say Coulson did say to me that he did not see any people. He did get told it was a Poppy Grower game.
But I don't
So
think
that's
Satan.
something to
Yeah.
consider.
If Satan is a lunatic, Steve would not tell Satan that they were snake charmed. I just don't believe
I
that.
don't think so. Yeah, I also completely doubt that.
Here's the problem with non-atheist worlds, right? In non-atheist worlds, there is too much misinformation for the number of potentially drunk.
That's why I was going through all of it for night 1. Even night 1 alone is basically saying we just don't have the mechanics to make it.
You would have to have a marionette and a
have
drunk
resources.
and a puzzle master drunk in order to even get close, and a poisoner. You'd have to have all 4 actively hitting people to be
Do you
close.
need all 4, or do you just have minions that are influencing?
The only problem for me is that we could still have a lying mutant or damsel.
Final call
like
for
the only
nominations.
thing for me.
We already have
Marionette to make that
Puzzle
work.
Master.
Satan will
Are you-
nominate Johnny.
Satan nominates Johnny. Tell us more.
In the world that I was actually a Leviathan, Johnny Ace is either not so healthy or not the proppy grower. In worlds where this is an atheist game, then we have one execution to play around with. That's what I got.
Johnny?
You have to be. You can't be the lunatic, and you couldn't have got so. You could be a minion, I guess. I don't know. Kill me if you want. Whatever.
This would be a wild minion play.
I'd rather
I would
kill on
love
tape.
it even more if I did that.
6 votes needed.
Also curious to see what the votes are looking like here.
Oh yes, cold fire. Oh, yes.
So many hands went up.
7
It's
is
barely
enough.
one more than majority.
Johnny Ace is on the block.
Yeah,
Johnny
Fredo
Ace
just
nominates Evil Steve.
Johnny Ace nominates Evil Steve. The insolence. Tell us why.
Because right now, my evil team is either Satan herself, Coulson, and Fredo, or it's just an atheist game. I don't know
My
why
counter-
Denny. Well, Denny would say.
My counterpoint is, if this is an atheist game, which again it's not, then you should at least try to execute the possible demon before you kill me. So don't come at me yet. Come at me later.
Yeah, Johnny, if you were really,
Agree with that.
if you were the demon, you would want to push it off on someone, including potentially Steve. If you were a regular player, you wouldn't care if you died, probably. So this is
I
weird.
wouldn't care if I died at this point.
You
in a-
you cared if you died.
I don't
Yeah, no, I
want
would
a
care, Bear.
good death on a Leviathan game. That gives us only one other out.
7 will
Don't
tie.
give us one other
Yeah.
shot. Like,
You act like
of
people
course
aren't
I don't
going to
want
be
to.
trying to nominate tomorrow.
8 for me.
I would care a bit, but I just don't believe Johnny right now. Sorry.
I would kill Steve tomorrow with killing Johnny.
You don't believe me because I outed that the thing you said on day one could not be true.
I like.
That's not true.
3 is not enough. I am safe. Haha.
It could still be an atheist game. I never claimed to be specifically the lunatic. In
Final
fact,
call?
I didn't even think about it until other people brought it up to me.
Bringing this day
It
to a
could
close.
be
In 3,
an atheist game.
2, 1. Johnny
I just know
is
you want to buy it.
executed. Dies. Night, everyone.
Nighty night. Well, that gives us info.
You
Yeah.
couldn't
Well, it gives the evil
It's
team
evil
trouble.
team info.
Yeah.
in the way that you. Yeah.
Satan, can we chat tomorrow morning? I feel like there's a mechanical way to make sense of info, and I would love to bounce it with somebody that is trying
Yeah, I'd
to
be
get
happy
day
to.
one stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Jonah.
Hey,
Steve.
Colson. So,
You're muted.
oh, sorry. So, Denny Boy is your minion,
Okay.
and Rob is your marionette.
Interesting. He proposed that to me in the chat. Very interesting.
Oh, did he? Well, I guess you guys got there. Now you have confirmation.
All right.
All
Thanks
right.
for letting me know, Steve. I totally
luck.
believe you.
What? Let's go see.
Hello.
All right,
what a
one world
game.
closed out with Johnny gone. Game's still going
Indeed.
on.
Yeah, I don't know if we should have killed Ket instead. Tough call, honestly, between the two of them there. But from my perspective, I think Johnny was the better kill. I will choose Ash.
All right, you pick Ash again. Do you think Ash got Fangu jump too?
Maybe it's an atheist game,
Surprisingly,
right?
you're still the snake charmer.
Whoa! Thank you.
Good night. Tiffy's gonna learn Ket for sure. Hey Tiffy,
Hi.
you really like that northern side of town because tonight you're gonna float over and learn Ket.
Oh, cool. I kept accidentally telling people I learned Ket anyway, so
Well, then I slid it in there for you. Maybe you just influenced me subtly.
thank you.
Good luck. Okay, so 2 pieces of information. This is only day 4, so we don't have to give. This is day 4, right? Yes, we don't have to give the final piece. So day 4, something that's very juicy for day 1 A player's been mez turned again? So the mez turn happened on night 3, right? Okay, something juicy that's true. What can we do something juicy that's true? Yeah, I mean, that's actually pretty juicy. There are no dead townsfolk. That is true and juicy, actually, low on life. Longest string of good currently is 3, which is false. But since he thinks he's part of this evil chain, he'll think that that's good false information. Perfect. Swing him up. Good morning, players. Shocker. There were no deaths in the night. I'll give you guys 3 minutes.
Okay.
Wowzers.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say I think it's a Leviathan game. These lack of deaths are giving it away a little bit.
I don't know.
Zombo, maybe.
Well, it could be Zombo. That's true. I can see that.
If Johnny is really was the poppy grower and I really am the Leviathan, then I learned you're my minion last night. That might obviously you could just be the atheist and I could learn that as well. So either way, our interests are aligned here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep. So I will gladly vote for Steve because either I'm the demon and you're my minion pretending to be an atheist, or you're the atheist. So
Okay. Well, I'm glad that it seems that Town is coming to the idea that it is atheist, and which of course,
yeah, Ash doesn't believe it, and Jeffy just said that she doesn't believe it.
Yeah,
but
there's so much misinformation though. Like,
yeah,
it's
I agree.
absolutely.
I'm on board with the atheist more than me being the Leviathan. Yeah.
So
cool. Thanks.
All right. Good to know. Thanks. I don't know what Johnny is, or how he can be the poppy grower, or why Colson would learn that I'm the minion, because I didn't get anything. So
maybe just
I'm starting to get convinced it is an atheist game.
Change your own token to the atheist. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Yo, Steve, I could tell you you would definitely puzzle drunk a poppy grower, right? If in one world out there. Not necessarily.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
If it is a atheist game and we kill a second good player, does that?
Chat. Just to be clear, let's rewind a little bit to like an hour and 20 minutes ago. The snake charmer charmed the demon on night 1, and then outed the team, and then the puzzle master guessed correctly and got the demon. Just so we're on the same page.
No, day 5. Steve, we need you.
You just summoned me back here?
You ran away.
Oh, sorry, I was answering. Chat had a question I was answering. What's up?
If it is a atheist game and we kill a second person, does that, and it's a good player, obviously, because
both of them be good.
Would that end the game?
If it's an atheist game, then there's no Leviathan in play.
That's
and
kind of what I'm
then
thinking.
It wouldn't end the game. But if it's an atheist game, I could make that into like an atheist rule and do what I want. But strictly reading, no. A second good kill in an atheist game wouldn't end it.
If it's an atheist game and we reach the end of day 5 and haven't killed you, that also would not necessarily mean the end of the game.
Correct, if I'm understanding that right,
yeah.
If there's no Leviathan, then the game does not end after 2 executions on good.
It does not end after 2 executions, and it wouldn't end after day 5. Unless we ran out of people.
Correct, it also wouldn't end after day 5.
Okay. I don't have it yet.
Hey, Rob.
Hello, Steve.
All right. So, either, Rob, there are no dead townsfolk, or the longest string of good players is like as of this moment is 3.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Whoever the hell you want.
Don't let Tiffy push you around,
Do
bro.
not guess-
Yeah, Jorvius, it's true.
Yeah,
It's
don't
true. We'll
don't
talk
do
it
what
now.
Don't
Tiffy
let
is
Tiffy push
asking.
you
That
around.
is true.
You're
Yeah,
always done what
don't do
Tiffy's
that
asked him
either.
to do all game.
If you want to, go with your heart, Denny.
Yeah.
That is your choice.
That's true. That's
I'm-
true.
I mean,
You should do
I'm
what you
not
want.
going to damsel guess,
Rob?
but I don't mind.
No, I just want to give out my savant info if anyone wants to
Go
hear.
for it.
Okay.
I will still write it
Um,
down.
I'm sure it's not real, but anyway,
No, it's good.
either there are no dead townsfolk, Johnny Ace, or the largest string of good players in a row is 3.
Wow.
That'd be
That doesn't
fun.
sound like it's gonna be right.
That
I think
probably
the only
is-
way that could happen is a mez, and even
Yeah,
then,
Oh
that
yeah.
sounds like.
I'm not sure that's even mathematically
Actually, no, that
possible.
can still happen in normal because we have 3 evil, right? Without mez.
Wait.
That would
that
be-
could
That'd be perfectly
Let me-
even
that'd be
if you have
equal
them
to-
evenly
equal to, yeah.
distributed.
Need
You
to
can
set
have
the
Yeah, it would
minimum.
have to be perfectly evenly distributed.
if we
Right.
are to believe for a second that Fredo and Danny Boy are the minions.
I'll keep an eye out for
Hypothetically. If
Mhm.
Tiffy was Mess turn, because Tiffy had a lengthy conversation with Fredo, and Ash was the demon, that would be perfectly 3. Me, Cat, Satan. Then you have Colson Lunatic Rob 2, minion. Then Johnny 1. Then Mess turned. Then Puzzle Master, potentially drunk, potentially noble, who knows. Then minion.
It's true.
Ash has never
also works
Ash
if
has
Tiffy was
never-
Mez turn, you were evil, Colson was evil, and Denny was evil.
See,
If I was the
There's
demon,
a-
I probably would be saying that there is no god instead of there being one, because that would be more to my bet.
I agree.
That is true. That is true.
There's no way Ash is the demon. I'm confident.
How do I feel insulted by that?
Tiffy,
There's 0.2% chance that Ash is the demon right now.
real quick, I'm gonna
Guys.
give Tiffy the floor. Tiffy.
There is a world in which it's a double bluff by Steve. Steve put both the drunk token and the puzzle drunk token on Jeffy, and then showed Juan the drunk and the new demon. That seems really harsh as the drunk.
I said
don't know
that seems
thought.
really, really harsh as the drunk, and I haven't had any mommy just yet, so I can't be that drunk.
Also,
Okay.
for whatever it's worth, I did go to ask Steve, like, would you do a game where you put the puzzle drunk token on the drunk character? It was just said it is legal, but he did
Willow
strongly
won't
hint
miss.
that
Thanks for
that might not be the
grabbing
type
it.
of
Yes,
game.
but
So
don't.
yeah.
I would argue that as an atheist game, the storyteller is somewhat obligated to tip their hand to the fact that it's an atheist game at some point in the game, right? And one of the really good ways of doing that is to put a lot of misinformation that can't all possibly be true at the same time. And I really think that's the world we're in, right? So,
I'm not sure it is though.
Wanna
And
go
the
ahead
only
and
thing that
open
gives me
nominations?
pause is Fredo just claiming poisoner this entire game. Fredo, do you
Ash.
have an alternate claim?
in an atheist game, Ash, your fisherman information
Mez.
would be believe in God.
Mess.
Yes,
true.
but even still, like we have probably like 3 sources of misinformation and 3 different sources of drunkenness or poison that seem to be in play.
I'm counting like 5 or 6 different things of misinformation that are throughout the game right now.
Hey, Denny, would you mind guessing
Go-
Fredo is the damsel?
Would everyone like me to guess Fredo was the damsel? I don't mind.
Only
Sure.
if you
It
want.
we
makes
don't wanna
sense
compound
because
it.
I believe you 2 are the minions, so
Okay.
it wouldn't make any sense for you to actually guess Fredo.
Why would you want him to do that if you are the
He's already
state-
Or
said
Fredo, you can guess Denny as the damsel. That works too.
Denny,
Oh,
you
let
can.
me jump on that
yeah.
right now.
Do it.
I mean, Tiffy thinks I'm
Um,
the damsel.
Real
so-
quick, Denny Boy claims minion and guesses Fredo as the damsel.
Heard.
Okay. If Denny and Fredo are the minions, that
This
is
is
their damsel.
this
yes,
is the
fine.
rule that if you're
If they're
coalition
not,
doing something, it doesn't
then
have
that
to
just happened.
count. If you like, if
Yeah,
towns have to
that's what
force evil to do something, you don't have to count it.
So if you are the damsel,
This world just came crashing down.
Yeah, I feel like that's under the fine line of compelling somebody in town. And I don't know if that would be a valid damsel guess, but I don't know how Steve would be running it.
That's fair.
Final call for nominations.
That's also totally fair.
I would like to nominate Steve today, unless you guys have someone you really strongly think is the demon. I would like to.
I agree.
Steve. I'm not going to be the one to nominate Steve, though.
Totally fine with that.
Juan nominates Steve.
Juan nominates Steve. Juan, get out of my stream. What's up with this?
Okay, I'll take it back if you're kicking me out. No, I want to believe there's a reason, there's a way to make mechanical information happen, and I had a lengthy conversation with Satan on trying to figure it out, and I think there's always one thing left out that is hard to explain. And Last Day of Savant information seems, to my belief, a little bit more of the little hint of like, hey, this might be an atheist world, so yeah.
All right. My counter to this is that it's not day 5. There's no reason to execute me on day 4. If you really, truly think this is an atheist game, just wait one more day and then do it. But there's still a little bit more information that you guys could benefit from. It's not an atheist game. There is a solution for all of this. I promise you. Trust the information you have, and I'm not it. There's a demon out there. It's going to take 6 votes if you'd like to put me on the block.
Just to note, the first 4 hands that were up alone for a while were Satan, Tiffy, Fredo, and Denny.
I still think it's Ket.
That's fine with me.
Like, that could
All
be
right.
our evil team.
7 is enough. I am currently on the block with 7. And if we go through with this, the game ends either way.
Jeffy nominates Satan.
Jeffy nominates Satan?
Yep.
Tell us why.
In a world that, because all 3, Satan
Nice cold
and
fire.
Denny and Fredo all voted on that. So did Tiffy. In that simple world that we're trying to build, Satan is still just the demon who had Snake Charmer as a bluff, came out and could easily say that they were Snake Charmed night 1, knowing no one else is going to double claim them, and we're not going to kill anybody because we're in a Leviathan game, and now we've got to start figuring out who the demons are. I think quite possibly just straight up outed her actual minions, with the way that Fredo's not having much fun on this game. So if we don't think that it's Steve, and we're not ready to pull that trigger, I say we go for Satan.
My defense is it would actually be really mean for me to just out my minions like that on day 1. I actually don't think I would ever do that. That would be anti-fun for those people. I'm sorry if y'all are the actual minions, but as a Snake Charmer and you're working for good, that is the thing that you have to do. If you're evil, you kind of want to, like, not do that. You can believe I'm a minion. I'm fine with that. It is, like, possible. I'm not, but, like, that's coherent. In theory. That's all I got.
In your world, Jeffy, you'd have to believe that Johnny Ace was poisoned or not the poppy grower. And then oddly, Johnny Ace is trying to vote for this, so it's unusual.
Yeah, Johnny Ace has been against me the whole time.
I could have been poison sniped. That's certainly possible. That's kind of the world I'm building now, is that I was poison sniped.
That's the only world that professionally would work if it's not an atheist game. Yep.
Not necessarily.
And
to me,
Pet is the one that's puzzle drunk. And there is no drunk.
I mean, you could also just be
Jeffy was puzzle drunk.
I also want to just say we're not gonna get 7 votes probably.
No, we're not lifting this, but I still have to vote.
Just it's gonna take 8
on principle.
But Satan on the block.
Yes, on principle.
I would maybe vote. That would be the only thing I would do. Also, I'm sorry that I did ask for the damsel thing. It made sense strategically, but you're right. It was a little
3 is not enough. Satan
I
is safe for the day.
I'm going to.
If Denny didn't want to do it, he wouldn't have done it. If Denny didn't want to do it.
Nina nominates Ket. Tell us why.
My info says the demon is here. We don't have. We can keep it on Steve if that's what everyone wants to do, but I really do think it's a demon game.
Who's the demon then besides Cat?
I mean,
Cat.
yeah, that's. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I mean, it's a possibility. It's also a possibility that I'm the puzzle drunk one and Jeffy's the drunk one. I've gotten weird numbers the entire game. I don't know what to make of them.
I mean, I think my information is a bunch of bullcrap. So you can't have Johnny Ace be poisoned the whole game and me be poisoned the whole game. So
Well, Johnny Ace only needs to be poisoned night one.
I need to be
if I'm
poisoned
actually
night
safe
one.
armed.
Your info still seems pretty reasonable, Rob.
All right.
Yeah.
Um, 7 will keep it tight on me. 8 to put Ket on the block.
I'm totally fine with this. It's weird that the alleged minions are not voting on this, to be honest.
then we think Coulson is the lunatic.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
No, I
Either
don't
way,
see
in
it.
my world,
4's not
Coulson's
enough.
the
Ket is safe. Final call. I can't.
Why
you
would the
know,
alleged
Minions
minions
would-
vote
I'm
on
not
this?
allowed to
You're gonna
nominate
win.
myself even in an
Frito and
atheist
Denny.
game, so I can't get myself off the block.
I know what my token is.
Oh, I was saying,
Bringing-
why would they? They'd rather
Bringing
get off.
this
no,
day to a
I know.
close in 3,
Yeah, that's true. Denny wouldn't do that
2,
either way.
1.
Have you met Denny?
Evil Steve is brought to the center of town, executed, and dies. How dare you guys? You guys are so mean. Why would you do this to me? Rob, can I just say real quick? I really wanted to give you one more day of Savant information. I set
Oh, yeah?
up this whole thing just so I could give you 5 days of Savant information. You want to know what tomorrow's Savant information would have been?
I would love to hear it.
Either all of your first bits of information were true, or all of your second bits of information were true.
Oh my god, you're cruel.
Because Rob, you are in fact the savant.
Yeah, I think
All of your first informations were true.
And in this case, I am sorry. I must now rip the Band-Aid off. Congratulations goes to the evil team. Congratulations. Because Denny Boy is not the atheist. Denny Boy is just your Baron.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Token on and everything.
Fredo is your Mezephiles. Satan herself was the starting Leviathan snake charmed on night 1, and your new ending demon is, you guessed it, Ket the Leviathan.
Yeah.
Nobody ever believes me when I puzzle guess.
Nina, so by the way, this game started with a night 1 snake charm on the demon, and then followed it up by a day 1 puzzle master correctly guessing the puzzle drunk. Jeffy, you were indeed the puzzle drunk player, and Ket was the demon. That was just absolutely the truth. But then that Johnny Ace is down there wondering, hey, how did they? But they drew the Poppy Grower token. Sorry, Johnny Ace, you actually were just the drunk. There was never a Poppy Grower in play, which is why, Rob, I told you that there was a Poppy Grower in play. It was the second piece of information. It was not true, which does in fact make Coulson your lunatic. Yes, I did say Satan that Coulson was your lunatic. I did also go tell Coulson that Satan was his lunatic. I told you guys you were each other's lunatics. Because especially in a Leviathan game, that's one of the only times you can really get away with it, because you can't make any kills. And then when Johnny Ace died, I told Coulson that Denny Boy was the minion and Rob was his marionette. But there was no Poppy Grower, which does mean the fisherman advice I gave Ash, that believe in God. You should have taken the fisherman advice, because there is a God. That does mean Tiffy the balloonist got 4 pings on 4 different roles: townsfolk, outsider, minion, demon. This was old balloonist. And also, Tiffy, you were so convinced that Rob was the damsel, but something no one had on their bingo card is that Juan was the Mez turned damsel.
Yep. Wow. That was it.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice job, one. Yeah, that was tricky. That was blatant.
The third time I've gotten a puzzle master guess correct.
Gotta trust in his puzzle master guess. That's such a wild.
Yeah, wow.
Oh my.
Amazing.
So yeah,
Give it
Rob,
one
your
for one, I
first
would
bit of
believe you.
information, every first bit was true. So the damsel sat next to a minion, which you outed, and I was like, holy crap, that's quite the out on day 1. Or there's a Poppy Grower in play, which that information to the evil team is crazy, because evil knew there was no Poppy Grower in play. So that was doubly evil, putting that out there without you being able to know it. Then the puzzle master guessed correctly was your first piece on the next day, or a person was Mez turn last night. That was actually incorrect, because the person was Mez turn the following night. There was no one Mez turn during that day. The balloonist has seen 3 different character types was true. There's no noble in play was false. And then no dead townsfolk was true, because Johnny, as you figured out, you were the drunk.
You said there was no noble in play?
There's
That
no
was-
noble
that
in play.
was-
Was the second
That
half.
was day 3.
I was just
number
framing
2,
the
yeah,
drunk noble world.
Got it. Yeah.
So crazy.
So there was no way for the world to work that wasn't atheist if Juan was telling the truth. So Juan being evil was the only way that.
Right.
Yeah, I had asked Fredo for the. I said, because I didn't know if Fredo was the mess or Danny was the mess or there was no mess. I just said, Fredo, if you're the mess, tell me the word, I'll say it. Fredo gave me the word day one, and I was just sitting there like, should I not? Because like in my, I didn't even realize if I turn evil and I have the minions guess me, I would also lose with them. So I was like, I'm not doing it. And then Rob outs the some of the information they want, like the puppy roll is in play or Damsel next minion, and with Satan having outed that Satan got information of the minions, I was like, oh no, they're gonna guess me. I'm gonna lose. I need to turn evil and tell them not to guess me so that I don't.
That was
lose.
your best play there.
Yeah, and we will see what happens afterwards.
So yeah, I mean, your librarian info was great because that's what sold me on the fact it was the atheist game. And then Johnny Ace not knowing they were the drunk and thinking they were the poppy grower made it seem like there was too much like poisoning have to happen in order for that not to be true. So
there wasn't even a poison.
I know.
Wild.
Yeah, well.
Denny boy, ace play.
We ran the prediction after the snake charm happened, so I was like, oh gosh, I forgot. Oh, I guess we'll just run this prediction. We thought it was gonna be a short game. I'm surprised only 63% of people picked good after that snake charm on night one. And then day one, the demon was on the block. I think it was day one, right? We had the demon. Ket was on the block and we tied it. Might have been day two, but it was fast. Yep. And this game went. But in the end, evil did win.
I was very much
congratulations
for that.
Those of you who picked evil.
I thought I was done.
And the word was invest.
Yeah, I guess I'll learn to
the word was
close world
invest.
even on Leviathan.
Yeah, it's incest, right?
Funny thing is, Fredo, I was trying to clarify that that's what you were hinting at, and I said it, and Evil Steve wasn't in the room.
Yep. First person.
Literally, I thought Fredo was telling me he was the investigator because he just sent me invest in private chat, and that's what I was like. Well, what did you see? And then I go and I look at the script. I was like, investigator isn't even on the script. Oh crap! Oh crap!
These words. I should have told Juan that these words are accepted, but I did not. That's on me.
I didn't like us tying it when Ket was on the block. I was like, what's the point of that? We have to kill one good player at some point.
So, anyways, this turned into quite a wild ride.
Early, I didn't like that.
But if you want to see a completely different style of script, stick around because we're going to take a break and we're going to come back with game 2, which is 1, 2, 3, not it. Which, if you think one snake charm is crazy, well, we got quite a few more coming your way because 1, 2, 3, not it contains up to an infinite number of snake charmers. Stick around. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
That is a fun time.
That's
All right, everyone, welcome back to Game 2 here on Monday Night Clocktower with the Grim. We're going to be playing my baby script, which is totally serious and not meant for fun. It's called 1, 2, 3, Not It. If you've ever played hot potato, you know, you got the potato, you're passing it around, and you don't want to end up with the potato at the end of the timer. We're going to be doing that, but we're going to be doing that with the demon. So there is this whole thing is facilitated by one special character, which is basically a character you know, the Snake Charmer, cranked up to 11. This is the Snake Charmer plus plus. So the Snake Charmer plus plus reads, each night, choose an alive player, not yourself. A chosen demon or lunatic swaps characters and alignments with you, and the setup ability is +0 to infinity. Snake Charmer. So, let your brains crank around that for just a minute. Infinity is a silly number to put in a setup ability. That just sets the tone for this script. So really, there could be 0 Snake Charmer plus pluses. There could be 11, 12, 10, infinite number of Snake Charmer plus pluses. And the one thing that's not completely obvious when you read that is that I will process every Snake Charmer plus plus each night, but I can process them in an arbitrary order. So I might not do the same order for the Snake Charmers each night. I might go around the circle clockwise and then go counterclockwise a different night, start into place, go around. I will make sure that everyone gets processed at least once, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in that specific order. The other thing to note is after the Snake Charm happens, you're not poisoned. Usually the Snake Charmer poisons you after that, so going forward, you're poisoned. Not the case. On future nights, you can pick and actually become the demon again. If you want to have, if you want to be the demon, you know, try to pick the demon. If you don't want to be the demon, well, you still have to pick an alive player that's not yourself, so you're taking a gamble, anyway. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot silly. There's one sort of thing that kind of happens when we run this a lot, and that is because the demon's always snake charmed. If you don't have a Poppygrower in play, the demon just always outs who the minions are, and the minions generally have a bad time. So I've added a small rule in the form of a Jin, which says the demon does not start knowing their minions. So the minions will still be communicated the information, but the demon will not be. And that's to give the minions a chance to have fun in this game and not immediately just have themselves thrown under the bus. I think one slight thing I will do based on this is the riot. The riot says on day 3, minions and riots become riot, and minions die when they nominate. Basically, normally you don't tell the minion that they're a riot because it happens during the day with the new riot. But I would inform the minions at the end of the night if they become riot going into day 3, so they know. Chat's so right. I replaced the minions with Snake Charmers. It's not a problem. I do agree with that. Just -2, minus all minions. All minions are Snake Charmers could be the setup ability, and that would be just as fun. So that's
Steve. You could
that's
just
fun.
put 7 Snake Charmers, 2 minions, 1 lunatic, 1 recluse, 1 demon.
It's a setup we've done crazy setups before.
I don't think you've done 7.
I don't know.
I think you
Rob?
did do 7 once.
So the bluffs
Did he?
still go. The bluffs still go to the demon. The minions don't know any bluffs, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
In this world, the minions would not learn bluffs. They never did, but they won't be able to get it from the demon because the demon won't know who they are.
Yep.
Which means there might be more refinement coming for this, but for now, I think it's fine. You just bluff Snake Charmer plus plus, right? Like everyone else.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
Village
make a-
Idiot, I think it's still in here.
What?
A snitch instead of a barber.
Yeah. So, yeah. Any questions about all that? Anyone not played 1, 2, 3 Not It before?
I have all the questions. I've never played it. Oh wait, never mind.
Yes, you have.
I haven't. It'll be a fun introduction.
Yes, it will be a fun. The whole point. This script is all fun. Just let's have fun with it. Don't take it too serious. It's a good palate cleanser, but it does create some crazy moments. But you could be the demon anytime. You just don't know it. So
I have never lost this exact game by being a snake charmer who snake charmed the demon and then got caught saying I picked myself the night before. Never have I lost this game for that reason.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna go
This is
set up a
actually
bag.
one of my favorite riot games when it was a Snake Charmer plus riot game once.
Yeah.
But,
Oh.
All right, stick around. So this the script. First of all, wait, I gotta take my vitamins. My son's sick and I don't want to get sick, so I'm taking vitamins real quick. This is my wife's patented don't get sick pack. She's a teacher, so she takes vitamins a lot to not get sick, and I trust her to give me. I don't know what these 3 vitamins are, but some kind of immunity booster. Okay. Oh, fact, you were here when I premiered the script. I don't even remember when I premiered the script. We need to go back in time and figure out when I brought the script into the world and cursed the world with it. I missed a hype train during the break. Oh no! Well, thanks for gifting subs, Cold Fire Surge and Rock and Rolla. You guys are awesome during the break. I missed it. Okay, so any requests you'd like to do? I will say this is one where like atheists can go hard. Because there's so much craziness. It can go hard, but you know, at the same time, it's more fun when people just are afraid of atheists. Now, we could do all 7 Snake Charmer ++s for the townsfolk. We could even have like an amnesiac ability that says at the start of night 2, all players become Snake Charmer ++. And we could make it a riot game. Or all Snake Charmers in a single atheist, right? 7, a drunk. An amnesiac that makes everyone into Snake Charmers ++s maybe isn't the best use of townsfolk. An amnesiac like a Snake Charmer ++ minions, is that a good townsfolk ability? That's the question, right? That's the question. The high Motara amnesiac was the best. Well, Motara's in chat right now. That was a fun one. We did one where I told Motara hello for every time there's a successful Snake Charm, right? I mean, it's a fun ability, but the question is, how do we make it work, right? How can we make that work? I don't know. Maybe just leave off the amnesiac, right? Is if every townsfolk is a Snake Charmer ++ and a drunk Snake Charmer ++. Put the lunatic in, right? And what are we making? If we make the marionette a Snake Charmer ++, we could put technically 8, assuming one's the drunk. 9. We could leave the demon out and force a Snake Charmer ++ to be a marionette, but Scarlet Woman's always a good one. Add a Philo just to drunk one of the Snake Charmer ++s. Look, this is like ultra crazy mode, you know? Something like 4 Snake Charmers is probably enough. You go this many and we're starting to get into crazy territory. All right, let's keep things somewhat stable. We'll do 4 Snake Charmer ++s. We'll do 5 and we'll make one the drunk. And then we'll do an empath. You came for crazy? Well, crap. How do I say no to that? Eight Snake Charmer ++s and a cannibal. Okay, let's think about logistically, right? If we have a lunatic, right? Unless the minions, the neighbors are specifically Scarlet Woman and Riot. Unless the minions, unless those are specifically the ones next to the demon, we're pretty much guaranteed to get a Snake Charmer ++ as a marionette, right? which case I could do 9. So Kim, I can do it in any order I want. Usually I'll pick a person and go clockwise from that person around, and I'll change where I start each night. Sometimes I just send the pings all at once and just have them process them as they come in. There's no right or wrong answer necessarily. Barber's mostly like an oh shit, I need to get out of here as the demon. Let's do this. 7 snake charmers, a lunatic, a recluse. We'll leave out the drunk. One of them will be a marionette. The empath's the nice normal one. They're gonna think everyone else is crazy. All right, I'm screwed. I'm sending this up. Okay. So Eric's the lunatic. So Eric's actually the riot. Look how close we were to that setup actually happening. Johnny is the which means Nina, by process of elimination, becomes our marionette. Sweet. That's our setup. 1 outsider, 2 outsider. Yeah, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. I like where I was at. Oh, I'm sorry. Who might be on the screen? Sorry.
Yeah, that was the right as I come back.
Steve, real quick.
Yes.
I assume the demon does not learn of their marionette. So the marionette just kind of exists and we'll never know?
Yes, I mean that. So okay, so yes, that is a good point because we said the demon does not learn their minions. The marionette exists separate from that, but I think in this case, I have to say the demon would not learn the marionette, and the marionette just kind of exists to be
good.
Yeah, that might be a chance for us now that we're doing this. It might be a good chance to get the marionette off for a different minion. It's a good point.
What happens in a Poppy Grower game when there's a marionette?
There is no Poppy Grower on the script anymore.
No, I know, but when there is a Poppy Grower game and a marionette, what happens when that?
You would learn. I think you only learn after.
You only learn the marionette.
You learn the marionette in a Poppy Grower game.
Yeah,
and that's the only learn the marionette.
Learn the marionette in a Poppy Grower game.
I'd argue that you should tell them about the marionette then.
Steve, I was going to say, you don't really need to put that rule in the script. If you're evil, if you're the demon, you get snake charmed. On this script, I wouldn't out my minions because I want to get my team back, and you could just take the demonship back and then tell.
But we've seen it happen time and time again.
The band is back, yeah.
Sorry, Steve. So there is a jinx between Poppy Grower and Marionette that says when the Poppy Grower dies, then the demon learns the Marionette.
Right.
But the Marionette learns nothing. So still nothing with the Marionette.
There's not a Poppy Grower at this script.
Right. There's no Poppy Grower anymore, but there was once. But we're trying to rule the same as Poppy Grower, right? Is what we're saying. So in this case, we're just going to say the demon will never learn the marionette. So if you're a marionette out there, well, guess what? You're just marionette forever now. You just won't know, but yeah, you're just essentially
funny.
an extra drunk.
I got a question. Do the minions know the demon and know each other?
Yes. The minions learn each other. They also learn the starting demon, but they won't learn each.
Oh, the minions do learn the demon? Okay.
Yeah, it's only one way.
The minions know each other but don't know the demon.
The only Jin rule says the demon does not start knowing their minions. Everything else will be exactly as.
Okay.
I want to know how many people are going to walk up to me day one and be like, "Hi, I'm your minion. You're my demon."
Good night, Denny boy.
So what was the final ruling on the marionette? The final ruling was they don't get told?
No, you don't. Marionette never told. Tiffy, I brought back your favorite gift.
Malort?
Hell yeah. Oh god, I can't remember the name of that Indian movie. I think that's when he is like on the run, or his friend.
Yep.
No, his friend became.
Hey there, everyone.
What's up?
Scarlet Woman. So you will learn your starting demon. Your starting demon is Eric.
Okay.
But that's it. That's all you learn.
Oh, this is marinade. Oh, okay. Bye.
So your job is very simple. Your job is to become a sneakily become a demon later on and carry that
I
flag
will
across the finish
never.
line.
I'm not gonna keep track of who is gonna be the demon, but when they die, I'll be there.
Yep, you'll be there to pick it up. All right. Good luck. So we're gonna send real quick. We're gonna send Johnny. We're gonna say these characters are not in play, and we're gonna send Mesiac, Village Idiot, and Oracle. No, not Oracle. With these rules, Oracle doesn't make sense. Sure, Cannibal. Why not? Yeah, good job, Matar. Cannibal works. Hey, Eric.
Hello.
All right. So a little bit of information you need. First of all, Johnny Ace is your lunatic.
Johnny Ace. Okay.
You are actually the riot.
All right.
And I sent the bluffs in the cards, but the bluffs are Slayer, Village Idiot, and Philosopher.
Yeah, I saw that. All right, cool. Thanks.
All right. Enjoy.
Good split on the counter in Time Cop.
Yeah.
All the
Again, he does a split in almost all of his movies, and then punches.
I know, that's why I said
balls.
particularly good. That one is particularly good.
I would watch Bloodsport any day. It's just a good movie.
Yes, it's great. I watched a very, very bad movie on Saturday nights.
Okay.
Whoever's
We're gonna
available, I have a
start
group of friends who watch just
at the
shitty
top
movies.
and go counterclockwise.
And I watched a movie called Blood Fist, which is also about a tournament, a full contact underground tournament with Billy Blanks of Tybo fame and Don the Dragon Wilson, who made a nice career for himself in these B martial art movies.
A really good the Accident Man series. Accident Man 1 and 2 are quite good if you like B movie action.
Ooh,
B
check
martial
that
art.
out. The Accident Man. I'm going to write that down.
Yeah,
If not, I'll forget.
Are you serious?
It's got Scott Adkins. I don't know if you know who Scott Adkins is. He's the lead.
I know exactly who Scott. I started martial arts when.
Kat, are you serious?
You built the bag, not me.
Did you use the dice again?
Yes, I did.
It is the most evil dice in the world.
It is. I'm about to throw it away.
2 Night 1 Snake Charms in a row. You are now the riot. You are evil.
Okay, let's go.
Enjoy. Fake. Let's go Snake Charms. All right, let's keep going. It might change again. Mark picks Rob. Rob's the recluse, so we're gonna change Mark into the recluse and Rob into the Snake Charmer ++. Nina picks Jeffy. Denny Boy picks Mark. It's another swap. Gosh, so many swaps. Loose. Mark. So many swaps. And after all of that, Jeffy's gonna learn a 1 because she's next to the demon. Hey, Jeffy.
Steve, how are you?
Pretty good. How you feeling about being an empath in a game where like people are changing like crazy all around you?
I mean, at least I don't have to advocate for the death of my neighbors and clearly out myself as an empath right away. So, there's
Yeah,
that.
definitely not. But
Yeah.
but if you wanted to, you are going to get an empath one.
I'm getting an empath what?
One.
One? Yeah, I'm just the sage, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Fair. Yeah,
All right,
you do that. You have fun. All right. All right. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's it. Let's wake him up. Do we talk to Johnny yet? We did not talk to Johnny. Is there anything we want to say to Johnny? Nobody picked Johnny. Hey, Johnny. We got through the first night.
Yeah.
And you're still the demon. So I guess you've flown under the radar.
If I'm the lunatic after being the drunk, Steve.
Yeah. If then what?
Oh, it will definitely be a nice introduction to my first few streams here at the Grim.
Well, you know what? You don't have to worry about it because you're definitely the demon. And even if you were the lunatic or the demon, either way, you're probably not going to be by the end of the game. So I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Fair enough.
I definitely didn't build a bag with no Snake Charmer plus pluses in it just to see what you guys would do.
Yeah, well, because this is actually my first time playing Riot, I just want to make sure I understand. I don't have to be the one that starts the nominating on day 3, correct?
Correct. Starting on day 3, the first person that nominates, no matter who it is, they will kill the person they nominate, and it starts that chain. You don't have to be.
What happens if there are no nominations that day?
Then the game ends and Riot wins because it says the game ends on day 3 with a Riot. After day 3, Riot games win. Right. On day 3, minions become Rioters, and actually that's changed, right? It doesn't say that anymore. It used to say. Yeah. It used to say the game ends on day 3. It does not anymore. So theoretically, if everyone agrees not to nominate on day 3, we would just go to sleep and wake up the next day, and the game would still go on. That's wild.
And then the minions would have turned into Riot, so they wouldn't have any abilities anymore.
Correct.
Right?
Wait, what?
Right, because on day 3 they become Riot.
Yeah, all minions would be Riots on day 3. Yeah. So there'd be no more minion abilities. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It used to say just the game ends on day 3, so people always nominated, but now it doesn't. So I've never seen it happen. Maybe it'll be a first tonight.
All right, good to know.
Yeah, let's find out.
Thank you.
Hey, Rob, I saw you had a question.
Well, yeah. So I was the recluse. I got snake charmed into the Snake Charmer Plus Plus. Does the person who picked me, who was the original Snake Charmer Plus Plus, think that they have become a demon, or do they get told that they became a recluse?
They could think that they are a demon, or they could think that they are a recluse. Either way is technically.
You do it either way. They would officially be a recluse, but you could tell them they were a demon.
I could say you are the Riot, or you are the Fangu, or you're the Al-Hadikia. I could you
totally
tell them
do
the
wrong
that.
Alignment?
I couldn't tell them the wrong alignment. I could tell them your alignment hasn't changed, but that's all about all I could tell them.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
It essentially, you can't make an evil demon out of it, but you could. Well, technically, there's the argument that the recluse could register evil and then swap, but I don't like that. So I've never made an evil swap off a recluse ever.
But the lunatic, if they were chosen, they would be told that they were. The person who chooses the lunatic could be told they have become evil. Correct?
Yes, because that's part of their ability to think they're evil.
Right. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Sure. Yeah, you can make them evil. You can make them the demon, but it'd be a good demon. All right. Let's wake him up.
Oh, I thought you were going to just throw it out there, and then anyone who happened to say it would have become.
All right, players. This is a fast-paced, silly game. I'm going to give you guys 4 minutes on the first day. I'm sure you all got game-solving info.
I want to talk to Tiffy. Okay.
What up?
Impact with a 0.
When I picked you, you weren't the demon.
Yay! Snake Charmer knows I'm not the demon. All right, let's go.
But now when you get that empath 1, you'll know. I picked the demon.
I forgot to tell Ket.
All right, sounds good.
Let's see.
Let me give you. I'll give you 3 though. Okay.
Okay.
I'm still going to do the 3 thing. I am either the amnesiac, the slayer, or the philosopher.
Awesome. If you're Philo, did you go yet?
If I am Philo, yes, I did.
Cool. Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Steve?
Yes.
Quick question. Would you show a demon the lunatic token?
I show the demon the lunatic token.
Is that in your bag of tricks as a possibility?
I did it last game.
Yeah.
It is in my bag of tricks. Generally speaking, I would only feel comfortable doing it. It's a yes, but don't. But in scripts where the demon isn't actually making kills, I feel less bad about doing it.
That makes sense.
But I would show a lunatic in when it's a demon type that doesn't pick kills, like Leviathan or Riot or something like that.
All right. Thanks, Hot, for my amnesiac question. Bye.
All right. Enjoy. I don't think I told you. Did I tell you you're a lunatic?
No.
All right, Johnny Ace is your lunatic.
Of course. Okay, thank you.
I am a village idiot.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's what you meant. You can. I go after in the night order, not like, hey, stick him to him.
Yeah, that's correct. You got it. All right, I'm gonna go find someone else to talk to.
Okay.
Sorry.
At this point in time, so I might just keep it on Denny, or I might check
but
you.
you can't pick
know?
yourself. So. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't pick
absolutely.
yourself, and I could just keep picking Denny.
Violet, we're playing
I
1
don't
through
need
3,
to
not
pick
it.
Somebody else.
Right.
Doesn't say it. You need to. It's not
Yeah.
what's it called situation.
That's
What's
true.
the one that's every other? You have to. Oh, Exorcist. Yep.
Yeah, Exorcist, yeah.
Not an Exorcist
So yeah, you
situation.
could keep picking Danny.
I'll either pick
I don't
Denny
know,
or
it
you.
seems
I
like-
think. I
We
think
don't
that's
have it in the bot. I'm surprised we don't have it in the bot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
So I'll let
fair.
you know what I do.
Because of plus plus?
No. Do you? Yeah, sure. I'm
No,
not
do
gonna
you
say
see
it
what,
was.
do you see
was
what
sad
the
here.
do you see what the acronym is? All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
I
Thanks.
hope you find somebody. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking for
Yep.
somebody.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks.
Laters.
Good.
Ket as good. Interesting. I'm curious why you're so willing to just come out with that to me. I don't see any particular
Because I
reason that you
can't-
want to, but all right.
Because I can't switch. I can't be turned
That's
into
what-
anything.
you
I
could-
can't.
You could be barber swapped.
Interesting, Gwen. That makes sense, right?
Okay, I could be barber swapped, but like that's really about it.
Yeah,
I'm not,
that's
and I'm
fair.
not super duper worried about it.
Fair enough. If that happens, it
What
happens.
about you?
I am a Snake Charmer plus.
I do like that ruling. It
One
makes- I
plus
think it makes
for
more
each
sense.
hand.
Its base home script.
That's the second one I've heard
Thanks
of.
for finding that,
So
Gwen.
many.
That's
I love you, Mr. Snake. All right, thanks,
learning
guys.
new
I
things
know,
here on the
right?
Grim. Hey, Juan.
Hello, I'm Bluffing Amnesiac, and I'm here to ask you my question. Is my power, because you woke me up last night and you asked me to choose a player.
Sure.
Is my ability pick a player, and you block them from jumping if they are a Snake Charmer, and you will tell me lukewarm.
That's it's not the way I worded it in my head, but sure, we'll go lukewarm. You're in the right track.
Thank you.
Oh, that'd be actually really cool.
Right?
All right, players. Nominations are open.
Mark will nominate Mark.
Mark nominates Mark. Tell us why.
I'm a snake charmer. If you guys want to kill me now, go for it. If you don't, that's fine.
All right, it'll take 6 to put Mark on the block.
I always look for more.
So we're up to 3 now. Okay, good to know.
There could be infinite snake charmers. Keep that in mind, Johnny.
Yeah.
4 is not
I
enough.
know,
Marcus
I
said.
know. No, I'm just trying to keep track of how many I've been hearing.
Johnny?
I just have a quick question for town. Are there any other VIs? Because if not, then I know somebody is good for now. I have another one there. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Okay. No, Fredo, too late. You're not part of it. I'm sorry.
Right.
Part of the VI party.
Any other nominations?
I'm kind of a VI.
Tiffy, you're a VI light.
Or a VIP, or
Yes.
Fredo
Fredo nominates Tiffy.
nominates Tiffy. Tell us why.
Well, because she's a really strong character, and eventually, when I become the demon, I don't want her sitting next to me.
Tiffy.
I am the empath. I have a 0. Yay!
Don't talk, Tiffy.
Oh, Rob.
Wow.
6 votes is the number.
If that's accurate, it makes it less likely that I am.
See, what you don't know is
Good.
Tiffy and I are in a role swap.
1's not enough. Tiffy's safe.
Yeah,
That's why I said if.
yeah. I picked myself. Actually, no. You can't actually pick yourself. Oh, you
Isn't that
can
what
pick yourself
Jeffy-
with this one.
No.
Oh, nope, you can't. My bad.
Final
No,
call
it's
for
a snake
noms?
charmer, trust me.
I started reading
Okay.
Village Idiot instead of Snake Charmer.
Rob?
Rob nominates Denny.
Rob nominates
as
Denny.
is tradition.
Tell us why.
Denny is almost always dead on day 1. B, Denny is almost always the opposite alignment of me. So I think Denny should die.
Anyway.
I wish Bryant and Mike would play more so that they could absorb all the bullets on day 1 and 2. Where's the magnets to attract all the tension? That's not fair.
Hey, Danny, I already numbed myself, so sorry.
No.
6 is the
I don't
number.
know.
Can't help it. I love a meme nom.
I
Put your hands up and play this. What the heck?
Wow.
oh
6 is enough.
Poor Jenny.
Anyways, on
Sorry,
the board.
Denny.
Tiffy
Somebody
nominates
should nominate
Johnny
Rob.
Ace.
I would vote on that.
Who is that, Tiffy?
Tiffy nominates Johnny Ace.
Ace. Tell us why.
Let's tie on Denny Boy and make Denny Boy one of the last ones that can vote, just in case somebody accidentally overvotes.
Johnny?
Rude.
I don't mind putting Johnny Ace on the block. I just don't want to tie it.
I don't understand what tying does here.
Yeah.
yeah, tying doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
If y'all want to put Johnny Ace on the block, I'll vote for this. But
6 will
Yeah, let's put Johnny Ace on the block.
Denny,
Come
are you
on,
comfortable
come on.
dying?
7 put Johnny Ace on the block.
Denny, are you comfortable dying?
Not really.
What? I would really rather not die. Because
I do
not
actually have
believe
a specific reason I would like to keep Denny Boy alive.
I'm good. All right.
7 is
Yeah,
enough.
dude. I want to keep
Johnny
my demon
Ace
going.
is now
Come on.
on the block.
Nothing against Johnny though.
Thank you,
Johnny,
good.
I
you wanna
would
vote for someone?
nominate. What?
I said, Johnny Ace, if you got an evil someone, I'll be happy to nom them instead. I mean, vote on them. I've already nom.
I will nominate Ninja Nina.
Nominates Ninja Nina. Tell us why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
All right.
Ninja Nina is evil.
I am a VI. I am not evil.
All right. 7 will tie. 8 put
I
Nina on
also
the block.
don't mind dying.
But you're voting for yourself.
I don't mind dying. I said I don't mind dying.
Oh, gotcha.
I do.
Killing one VI for another?
Yeah.
6 is not enough.
hey,
Nina
Mark,
is
I sent
safe.
you a message.
Final call.
Well,
Eric, why were you trying to tie that?
Reasons.
Denny Boy
Bringing
nominates
this
Eric.
day- You say Denny Boy nominates Eric?
Yes.
Tell us why.
I thought your attempt to tie that was odd. And you have your reasons. Maybe they're public, maybe they're not.
It was odd, especially since I don't normally vote late in a vote. I will vote early, but I had reasons.
All right. Well, if you want to test those reasons, it'll take 8 to put Eric on the block.
Eric is evil on stream a lot.
He's almost always the demon in I mean, it's been a long time, Eric, I guess, since you have been, but...
5's not enough, I guess. It wasn't suspicious enough.
Not that long enough.
Bringing this day to a close. 3, 2, 1. Johnny Ace is brought to town. In the center of town, is executed and dies. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
It didn't end the game? Dag nabbit.
Oh.
If somebody picks the recluse, we should make a
All right, so pick Johnny Ace.
I mean, if that
All right.
if that game is not phallic, I don't know what is.
Go, Johnny, go.
I never said it wasn't phallic.
What is this conversation?
Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys.
They would later use that snake as the model for Randy Orton.
Oh, I'm so excited about tomorrow.
I love making you excited, Johnny, so everything's right with
Do
the
we only
world
have
now.
7 snake charmers? I feel like we should have more.
Was someone
from
recording
bottom.
that?
We'll go clockwise.
Probably not.
Start with Rob.
I mean, Steve's
Nope.
recording things.
I don't think you can record
Yeah,
night chats.
Oh,
No,
everything
no.
could.
So what has you so
Yeah.
excited for tomorrow, Johnny?
Don't tell them we know that we're here.
You'll find out tomorrow.
All right.
Picks.
I just thought of a new way to play this script. Ooh.
No one picked a recluse or a lunatic or a demon. Drua, the new riot only activates on day 3. It used to happen all the time. New riot only triggers starting on day 3. Well, that's a boring night with no changes. Hey, Jeffy,
How do you do?
you're still going to get a 1.
Okay, sounds lovely. Thanks.
Okay. I was really hoping to make a good demon last night. No one picked Denny Boy. No one picked Ket. Checking everything. Yeah, no one picked. I couldn't do anything fun. Boo. Let's wake him up. Good morning, players. There were no deaths in the night.
I would like to talk town.
Go ahead.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I apologize, Steve. You can set your timer.
No, you're good. I'll set the timer. I'll just give you guys.
Okay. So I saw the riot token, and I said to Evil Steve, if I am the lunatic after being the drunk, that this would be a very interesting introduction to my first few games here.
I did that to him before.
That's it. I'm the lunatic.
There's
Did
not
you
a-
be timer? You cannot.
That's
no,
true.
I was Riot the entire time. Like, I just saw Riot token. I thought we were going to have a day 1 re-rec. I was actually kind of excited because I have literally never been in a game with a day 1 re-rec yet.
And can we confirm that all of our snake charmers did not pick Johnny Ace?
Also, Johnny Ace, there's a chance you are indeed the Riot and there's a Scarlet Woman in play, right?
That's true.
Yep.
Hypothetically. But
We need to
I
have some
don't
private-
believe that.
You're right, man.
Lunatic is more
Competition
likely.
is the root of all comedy.
Has anybody else claimed outsider?
I've heard of one outsider.
Were Slayer, Slayer. Oh, this is beautiful. Slayer, Village Idiot, and Philosopher.
Village Idiot. I love that.
But I'm the only one who got
to
them.
run a prediction.
So
I love that. That is very funny to me.
yep. So I'm the only one who got those. So and
we
now
have-
I know I'm not. I wasn't the lunatic. So here
So
we
we
are.
can just
All right.
can we just kill all the Village Idiots?
That's funny. Yeah, we could.
All right, that works for me.
Bye.
Thanks.
Okay, so that makes
Jeffy
Ket
and
likely good. Oh, Jeffy
got
and
Jeffy.
Fredo. Okay. Jeffy and Fredo are good. All right.
Yep.
Cool. Good to know.
I could be
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
See that?
Who did we walk into?
Okay, let's check it.
No, that's not
So,
my dominant hand.
Well, I mean, that's your pimp hand. You got to keep it strong.
That's right.
I'm gonna run a prediction starting now, based on good or evil, since we know it's probably going into a day 3 riot. There's no way for it to end earlier than that. So, good, evil. Who wins? Who wins in a riot game?
If you pick a player who was the snake charmer or the demon, you might get information. I don't know.
Oh,
I know I think it might be Johnny's first stream on a Monday for sure. This is their first stream with me here, I think. I don't know if this is their first stream ever. Because if it is, I do feel bad. I didn't realize it was Johnny's first stream ever. That's pretty cool. Do note the pronouns, by the way, they, them.
Hey, I was
So
snake
that-
charmed on night.
No, I was snake charmed on night 1. So I started knowing you were the lunatic. That's why I was voting to take you off, because I could have snake charmed you and become the lunatic.
Right. So you're the. So you were snake charmed. So you're the snake charmer now.
I'm a snake
got you,
charmer
Ellie.
right now. Yes.
Okay. Cool. So
was
far
gonna
I
say-
have heard of Mark, Satan, and Denny as snake charmers. So
I have heard of Denny, Mark,
Might be the first
and
Monday
I didn't hear of Satan. Okay.
Oh, what up, Juan?
well, how's your day going? How's your life going? How's your snake charming jumping going?
Bro, I keep picking people, and I'm still good.
It's
so,
not
you
Juan's
know.
first stream. Juan's been
Should I pick
on
you
a bunch
tonight?
of streams over the last week,
I'm
but yeah.
sure thing. I'm the amnesiac. Do you mind if I pick you tonight?
Sure, let's do it.
Perfect. Do you mind if I stay with Evil Steve?
Oh, by all means, I don't want to be here. Bye.
Thank you.
All right,
I'm
Juan.
bluffing my second guess. I don't
What do you
even
got?
know what to guess. Jeffy suggested I ask is my ability an ability that would provide me information if I pick the proper players during the night? Because I think Jeffy's assuming that I'm not learning anything because I'm picking wrong.
Got it.
And you're gonna give me cold.
Yeah, that's definitely cold. Go get a
I
sweater.
figure that much.
'Cause you're cold.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can confirm last Monday night was Juan's first stream with me, but I think Juan had been on stream before, but not on Monday nights.
But the demon can move at any time, so if either of you are a snake charmer, you could become the demon later on.
All right, players.
Well, we can just start killing your evil players though too.
You can keep
Yes,
talking.
I'm happy to kill an evil VI pick.
I don't have any evils yet.
Noms
Yeah,
are
but we have
open.
3
Yeah, you're ready.
VIs or
So,
4
so
VIs.
one of the 3
One of them was-
snake charmers.
Yeah,
that
Johnny
I heard
was
of.
one of them. So
Eric?
Danny boy, your hands up.
I have a little bit of a bombshell on that. Hey everyone, I was this game's starting riot, and I was snake charmed night 1. Village Idiot was one of my bluffs. So no, Ninjanina, you are not a village idiot. No, Ket, you are not a village idiot. No, Fredo, you are not a village idiot. There's information backing up Ket, which I begrudgingly don't, whatever. So, yeah.
Well, that's.
Hi, Nina, what are you?
I'm the village idiot.
Wow.
I
this is
don't
so
know what
exciting.
this
You
play
are
from
probably
Danny
the
is.
lunatic.
that's true.
Did you get Johnny as a lunatic?
I love it.
What I can say is I have heard someone who said last night they said actually no, they said they were the starting demon and they also had Village Idiot in their bluffs.
Interesting.
Danny, Danny, did you
And
know
I
your
had-
fellow riot Oh, go ahead, Johnny. Jenny, did you learn your
No, I was
fellow
gonna
riot
say,
team then or not?
No, I didn't. I didn't learn my minions.
Okay, because I've heard 2 people claim that they were starting Demon Riot and now we're no longer Riot.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Why could that be?
Because there'd be
And one of
3
them's
riots,
dead.
right? I heard
But they
one
would start
that's-
as minions.
Go on, Eric.
I've heard that both the starting demon and the lunatic saw Village Idiot as a bluff.
Nina will nominate Nina.
All right, Nina nominates Nina. Tell us why.
Just killed me. I'm also just a snake charmer.
There it is. Let's keep the snake charmers
Yeah.
alive. Those are fun.
No.
All right, 6 is the number.
I love snake charmer.
So many of them. That's number 4.
The general is if you
All right,
win
Nina,
the
you can
twerking
stay
contest, you can't die.
What? How many
Thanks,
snake charmers
Jenny.
are there?
As many as
What?
Steve wants.
A lot of people.
3 is not enough. Nina's safe.
What? Oh my goodness.
Mark?
I've got 4.
I'll nominate Fredo. No, actually, no,
You
not
would.
Fredo. I'll nominate Juan. All
right, a little last minute pivot to Juan. Tell us why.
Yeah. I have heard nothing from Juan, so let's kill him.
Juan?
The classic Mary Joy. No, thank you.
6 is the number. Five not enough. Juan's safe.
Rob nominates Ket.
Bob nominates Ket. Tell us why.
For Denny's reason. Lying village idiots.
Ket?
Tiffy, did you lie to me?
I have zero clue what Denny Boy is talking about. I'm looking at the Village Idiot token. Chose Eric Knight 1 got good. Chose Fredo Knight 2 got good.
The drunk.
6 is the number.
How dare you? Sir.
I'll actually ask a public question after this.
That's a lot of
Wow,
hands.
8. That's a
Yeah.
lot. Ket, you're on the block.
Okay, public question, public storyteller consult. First of all, would you put a village idiot in the bag, intending it to be the drunk, and then give it to the demon as a bluff?
Are you saying would I or could I? Yes to both.
Yeah, could you do that?
Absolutely. The demon can get a bluff, I believe, even if as long as there's not 3 village idiots in play, right?
Okay,
That's
that was
only
going to
a
be my
boff-
second
That might be a
question,
boffin
'cause I've
thing. That
heard-
might be a boffin granted ability then.
Yeah, no.
The demon can get the demon can get the village idiot from the boffin as long as there's not 3 in play, but it can't get it as a bluff unless it's not in play at all.
Correct.
Okay.
But if there's a drunk, it's not in play and it is valid.
There was a bit of a debate about that at Final 3 Con. I think I even had Becca look up the rules.
It's equivalent. You could do the same thing on like Trouble Brewing, right? Like show the drunk as a bluff, but like there's really no reason to on Trouble Brewing, but something like the Village Idiot does lend itself to those kind of shenanigans. So I'd be more inclined to do it with something like that, or Snake Charmer plus than anything.
Or if the huntsman's the drunk.
Also, if I am evil and there's a Scarlet Woman, I hope whoever it is can, and like my evil team can carry us to a win.
Final call.
Let's see what I can do.
8.
What?
Thank you, Fredo. But
Amen.
I think you're good.
Bringing this day to a close in 3.
I know, very rude of
That's right.
2, 1.
Good all day,
Cat
baby.
has been executed and dies. Night, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Juan. Well, you are now the riot.
Oh,
you are
yes,
still evil.
I forgot about that. Okay, thank you.
But yes, I guess it's worth telling you. I don't know if because I normally wouldn't tell you. I'll just be clear. This is your Scarlet Woman triggering.
Oh.
Yeah, because like normally
Okay.
the minions aren't told because it happens during the day, but this is a special rule with this new Jin. I have to come tell you, but I'm not telling you at the end of the night. I'm telling you at the beginning of the night because this is your Scarlet Woman ability triggering. But you might not be the right by the end of the night. We'll see what happens. I'm not hearing you. I think you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I was saying I cannot believe I voted for my demon. But also, quick question.
Yeah.
Does the marionette learn they are the riot?
I will tell the marionette they're the riot. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Let's get our all our Snake Charmer picks. One last chance for chaos. Start with Eric and go counterclockwise, actually. So if you look at the riot says on day 3 minions become riot. So the minion, including the snake, the marionette, is a minion, so becomes a riot. Oh, going back to the conversation with the pronoun, the misgendering, the main reason is it was Johnny's first time playing on the Monday stream, and I believe Johnny was misgendered during the first game as well, so we wanted to just definitely call it out. I know there were some confusion about who was talking about who. Just want to be inclusive and make sure we respect everyone's pronouns. But they can get cross wire signs when people are talking about this player but not that player. In this case, it is Johnny's first stream with us. It is their first time playing on the Monday stream with me, I believe. All right, let's start with Eric. Eric picks Mark. Well, okay. We're good. Satan picks Juan. You are. Oh no, that's our first swap. Are the evil riot. Boom. Fredo picks Jeffy. Got it. Tiffy picks Rob. Got it. Boring. Mark picks Rob. Got it. Boring. Rob picks Mark. Got it. Boring. Snake Charmer plus. That's it. That's all the swaps. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, Satan snakes it at the last minute. Kind of funny. I'm just going to wake her up at the end of the night and say you're now the right. I could do it to Denny, but I've done that to him once before and without telling him, and it was less fun. But it's kind of fun. I can tell him. Hey, Jeffy.
How am I still alive when I'm claiming Sage and Philo Sage? I don't know.
I don't know either. You're still alive, though. But tonight you're going to get a 0.
Interesting. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. That is interesting that Satan took it back. There's some poetic justice in getting snake charmed yourself on the first game, and then now you snake it back right at the finish line.
I took it back. Yeah, I took it back. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna be an explosive day, that's for sure.
Indeed.
All right, good luck.
Bye. Thanks.
Hey, Nina. Just to clarify, this is a special rule that I'm doing. I am going around and informing the minions that they are now riots. And Nina, you are now a riot. You're still evil.
Cool. Thank you.
Joy.
Bye.
All right, we'll see how this goes. Do I do it to? If I do it to Denny Boy, we're kind of just saying, hey, this is a riot game now, right? He wanted to be riot really bad, right? Okay.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Denny Boy. I mean, you kind of teed up this ball and just kind of like lobbed it in my direction. What am I supposed to do with that, Denny Boy?
Did I do something?
Yeah, you claimed that you were the starting demon that got like snake charmed away.
Yeah, for fun.
Yeah, if you want to be the Riot so bad, you can be the Riot. You're now the Riot. You are good.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You are the Riot now. You are good. What I clarified at the beginning of this game is that because the demons don't know the minions and the minions don't talk to demons, anyone that's a minion is now being told that they're the Riot going into the last day.
I understand.
So I think I've done this to you before.
You have,
without telling you.
Yes, you did not tell me. That's correct.
And this time, because of the new Jin rule, I am informing all the minions. So, in a way, you're getting a heads up for what's coming tomorrow.
I sure am. All right, thanks, Steve.
Okay. Do it.
I think, yeah, you never.
All right, players, once again, no deaths in the night.
Oh, shit.
What?
Now, Steve,
Wild.
does Riot kill normally? If it is a Riot game, do Riot kill?
No, Riot does not kill.
No.
Riot does not.
No.
Not until day 3.
Night or day 2, I guess, is my ability something that will provide me information if I do choose the right people and I got a cold. Yesterday I picked again and I got nothing in return. So far my picks have been Satan, then you, then
knows,
Fredo.
right?
Okay, so it sounds like, your ability inhibits the player
said,
somehow. It's got to be something guessable in 3 days. So,
any suggestions?
Okay, so you got lukewarm on it protects against a player from jumping.
Yes.
Okay. So it probably does affect the snake charmer then. And somehow.
Yeah.
So
or jumping or something like that.
Yeah.
Could it just simply be poisoning? That would not be helpful for them, right?
Probably not.
Thanks.
No repeats. A little cagey.
Fredo's checking the
Rob pick
town.
each other
apparently.
like cowards.
That's what I do. I do the finger check. Oh, that's wrong.
I just wonder if you're like a rabble rouser stirring up trouble and
replied
about
with
to start a riot. Man.
Right?
Well, I am a rabble rouser, but I
Amnesiac Slayer Philosopher.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. So it is a Riot
Okay,
game.
I thought he replied with an
Okay.
uh-oh.
All right,
What are you?
Sage or Philo Sage?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, that would be fine. I don't know how.
Okay.
I don't know how Steve runs nominations. I think anyone who wants to nominate first can put their hand up, and then Steve will roll a dice or something, and then that person can nominate first.
Well, I'll do my best to try to nominate you.
Yep. Okay, that'll work. Thanks, Juan.
Steve, can you stay?
Sure.
I'm bluffing something. Just give me a call or something because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm
also,
just
I'm no longer
confirming.
a Riot.
You saw the card I sent you last night, right?
Yeah, that I'm a good snake charmer.
Yeah,
Yes.
just making sure. Okay. Yeah. We're just making sure. Because we saw that I saw you say uh-oh back, right? You said uh-oh, I think.
Well, yes. Okay, so by the time you told me that, I had already started telling Ninja Nina that I believe she has to be the marionette because Johnny Ace was claiming Riot or Lunatic. But then I was like, oh no, I already claimed to be the Riot. But then I figured out it doesn't matter. So long as Ninja Nina doesn't vote for me, even if I'm good, that's also good for me for Ninja Nina not to vote for me. Anyways, thank you.
Yeah, you get a cold.
Thank you.
I've only ever picked Jeffy. That's the only person who I've picked this entire game.
Rob's been disconnected for quite a
Oh,
while.
it's even different every night. Well, that's only 2 nights because
dare you sully Tiffy's name like that?
You lost a
Hey, I said that I believe Teffy's the impact.
Yeah, yes, Kat, definitely. You should.
Who have you picked?
Who have I picked?
Yeah.
Oh, Rob's back. Welcome back, Rob.
I picked Fredo, Nina, and Jeffy.
Everybody's picked Jeffy.
I'm sorry. What happened while I was gone?
Yes, everything. We solved the game, and we're gonna kill you today, Rob.
I hard
Nice.
claimed and you froze.
Yeah, I know. I missed it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry,
was gonna
Sonny.
chat with you.
If you're
but you were
learning the
going-
game, this is not the script to learn.
you
Not
missed
for
it.
Tell me
sure.
what you told me.
He only does
But
one
on day
hundred.
3, Riot
What's
noms
that?
kill the
Oh,
person
no,
they
I was the
nom,
actual
and
starting
then that
demon.
person's forced to
Denny
nom
was
until the
just
game's
kind
over.
of I don't know, letting me stay a snake charmer for a while or something. I don't know what it was, but
Surprise!
yeah, I was the starting
I don't know.
riot, and I was told Johnny was my lunatic.
So
Or
was the VI one of your bluffs?
The bluffs were VI, Slayer, and Philosopher.
Johnny, I
So
saw
the
you.
reason I love PI is because it's an easy bluff.
I
picked
I just
somebody and
more and more I believe I am the lunatic, and I believe Denny is evil. That's it.
So I can confirm what Eric's saying because I had the snake charmer token, chose Eric, got told I was riot, now dead
On day 1?
on day 1.
Oh, there could be a snake charmer.
Wait, you had a snake charmer token?
I did have a snake charmer token.
Wow.
But you died as a
my,
riot.
rolled my stupid dice again and got told I was riot.
When was that?
Night 1.
Now this is more interesting.
Did you die, Ryan?
Did your Scarlet?
Yeah, I haven't.
Denny still,
And
That's
herself,
so
did you
weird.
wanna-
unless
yeah,
the
your hand up?
amnesiac put in more
yeah.
lunatics.
No, I'm just saying I'm also a snake charmer, so I'm just wondering if that would actually happen, or if we are in a... No, nobody's claimed atheist. I don't know what's
Hey,
going
Tiffany,
on.
did your
By the way, I
info
picked
change?
Denny, then Juan, then Denny.
Does
Juan?
anyone a
Yes.
recluse, or anyone want to claim recluse?
Oh, I'm the recluse. Yeah, it's me, Mark.
I've heard of recluse.
You're currently the recluse.
Oh,
Oh,
Nina, what do you got?
No.
Nina, what you
You're
got?
not the recluse now?
I claimed Village Idiot because I picked Jeffy night 1, did not turn, and then decided to pick Jeffy every night so that I never did turn. So I am currently still a snake charmer.
Oh, that's neat.
Okay.
What was Jeffy?
Thought about it.
Jeffy is the sage or the philo sage?
Right, and so I should have.
I don't think I would. The riot nominating this.
Like if I was
Juan, what do you got?
I'm the Amni.
Oh.
I picked night 1 Satan, night 2 Denny Boy, night 3 Fredo. I told all of them that I was picking them, or Satan, I guess, after the fact. I learned nothing from picking them. My guess night 1 was his my ability. If you pick a snake charmer, they are not able to jump. I got lukewarm. Night 2, Jeffy suggested that maybe I'm not learning anything because I'm not picking the right people. So I guess does my ability let me learn information if I pick specific players or something, and I got a cold. And then today, I guess, just a little more generic than the first one, is my ability in inhibiting some character changes, and I got a warm. But that's about it.
Eric?
After becoming snake charmer, I picked Rob on night 2 and Mark on night 3.
Rob?
So I started out as the recluse and changed into the snake charmer before the beginning of day 1. Mark immediately told me at the beginning of day 1 that I was the recluse before I could say that I was the recluse. So, and they said that because they were the snake charmer that chose me, and they became the recluse, and that's how Mark became the recluse. And then Mark became the snake charmer because someone else picked Mark. So Mark and I have both been good snake charmers ever since then, picking each other for the most part throughout the rest of the game.
I believe that.
But we haven't found the current recluse or anyone claiming recluse.
Right.
Denny
That's
Boy.
why we're looking
All right,
for a recluse.
nominations
And
are now
that
going to
backs
be
up-
open.
that backs
If you'd
up
like
Denny,
to
who I
nominate,
don't
go ahead and put your hand up. Got 3 people vying, 2 people vying for nominations. Denny Boy.
Oh, can I nominate? Is this for nominations?
Sure, unless you want to
Yep.
defer.
All right. Just so everyone does know, I am the Good Riot. I was the recluse and turned into the Good Riot. Denny Boy nominates Jeffy.
Denny Boy nominates Jeffy, who dies. Jeffy?
Jeffy nominates Fredo.
Jeffy nominates Fredo,
Where are you?
who dies. Fredo.
Fredo nominates Juan.
Fredo nominates Juan, who dies. Juan?
Juan nominates Denny Boy.
Juan nominates Denny Boy, who dies.
Denny Boy nominates Satan.
Denny Boy nominates Satan, who dies. Satan?
Satan nominates Eric.
Satan nominates Eric, who dies.
Eric nominates Tiffy.
Eric nominates Tiffy. Dies.
Ugh.
Tiffy.
Reveal.
Tiffy nominates Nina.
Tiffy nominates Nina, who dies. And that brings us to 2 live players. The game is now over. And winning team is the good team.
Holy cow.
With the last pick. Very well done, because Nina
Nice one,
was your starting marionette. Now informed that she is, in fact, the riot. Our other riots are Ket, who was executed before the Scarlet Woman wand picked up the demon hood before being snake charmed away from Satan herself last night, who was your 3rd riot, and then our 4th riot, who I just had to have a little fun with this because Denny wanted to be the riot so bad I went ahead and made him one, but he is our good recluse registering as a minion turned riot on day 3 to give him a little information about what was coming on. And then guess what? We put in 7 snake charmers. 1, 2, 3. Juan's 4. Rob's 5. Mark's 6. So that's what, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th was actually Nina, who ended up becoming the marionette, unfortunately. And we put in 1 Snake Charmer townsfolk, and that was Jeffy, your empath, who got empath 1s the whole game on the demon, believe it or not. And that does leave Johnny Ace. You called it. You were the lunatic. Nobody snake charmed you, so you died as the lunatic. As you know, just like you assumed you were on the first day. You were right.
Right.
Tiffy, you got
I'll take the win. I'll take the win.
Tiffy with that final nom, pulled it off. Good job.
Well, Tiffy, I think, believed that Mark and I picked each other back and forth as good snake charmers, and that helped her go to Nina, right?
I mean, look, the 2 most suspicious people in the Grim are the last 2 alive, and you won. What does that tell you?
Tiffy picked
I
Rob
thought
last
I thought we had lost. I thought Rob and Mark were evil together.
I picked them both.
Backing up Denny, like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. Cat trying to get me to see who my evil team is.
So, by the way, Cat 2 games in a row, night 1 snake charmed the demon with a random dice roll. And then
fire those dice, Cat.
With a little bit of poetry, like closing out the balance, Satan, who started the first game as the demon and got snake charmed away, ended with the demon on the last night possible. So all balance is restored to the Grimoire with this game. Very, very, like, Riot, like, people were in chat were saying, I haven't seen Riot games before. It's very different, very interesting going into the last day.
Yeah.
It's a very different kind of game solving.
You don't have enough days to get enough solving to have a full evil team, I don't think.
It becomes social.
I know,
with 7 charmers.
Rob and I had a lot of info. I mean, I chose Nina like night 2, so I know that she wasn't the demon at the time.
Yeah, Juan was snake charmed while he was the Scarlet Woman, but no one picked Juan as the demon until Satan did. I started last night. I started with Eric and went counterclockwise, and so Satan was one of the last ones. Or actually, Satan was one of the first ones I processed, and I hoped it might swap multiple times, but I went around the circle. And no.
Yeah. From Town's perspective, either Mark and I were lying and were evil, or we were confirmed good players, one or the other.
Thanks, Sugar.
Yeah, and the information that I had confirmed Mark is good, so I had to follow whatever Mark was going with because I had a 1 until Cat died.
I think with 7 snake charmer plus pluses, we only had 2 real snake charm swaps on the demon, which I don't understand how that happens.
Well, it's because snake charmers are picking other snake charmers on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah,
one of them wasn't
many.
picking a snake charmer.
I picked you, Rob.
Steve, if you want ultimate chaos, you have to say the snake charmer plus cannot pick the same player each night.
Oh, but trying to track
Rob and I were just picking each other.
That's such a nightmare to try. But like, I mean, yeah.
Hey, wait.
I mean, I had to trust.
Satan, when did you flip to Riot?
Oh, the previous night because I picked one who I had already picked, so I assumed I wouldn't turn.
That's happened before to me. You can't assume that previous picks are good.
Oh, I didn't know for sure, but the other pick was Denny, who was looking.
Juan, you were the Scarlet Woman, right?
I was a Scarlet Woman, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to you, but to Eric. I think was my starting. Yeah.
I mean, the danger.
No, yeah, to Cat.
Mark, is that
To where
if
well,
the same
to where
thing
you can
happens,
get to pick.
if there's like a Scarlet one mixed in there and you get swapped now, if Rob was the Scarlet one who became the demon, now you're on the frying pan and he knows you. So you can do what you did, but you got to trust each other, right? It's all about trust.
Yeah.
It's about trust.
Hard to trust with that.
I forgot to do predictions until the middle of day 2 when we knew we were going to like a day 3 riot. So I did see 54% of people thought Good was going to pull it out. 46% of people thought Evil was going to put it out. With Tiffy's nomination, Good pulls it out in the end. Congratulations to those of you who predicted Good. All right, so yeah, that was a lot of fun. You don't get to see Riot too often, so I do like to pull out. We had a Leviathan and a Riot game tonight, so I would say those are like 2 of the most unseen demons on our streams, at least. So that was kind of
And
an
I just
interesting
had to be both of them.
opposite nights, yeah. And yeah, you got to be both of them. If you enjoy Clocktower, if you watch this and you're like, hey, I want to play some Clocktower, where can I play? Well, why don't you join our Discord server? We do have a Discord server, join.thegrim.gg. That allows you to join our, thousands of people. We play games almost every day of the week, multiple time zones, whether you're in the EU, whether you're in like the US, those time zones, games all over. In fact, there's going to be a community game tonight, right now. The game starts immediately at the end of this stream. Jump into some games, keep playing, keep the fun rolling. Mathblade's going to be running a game. I see you in chat right now, Mathblade.
Awesome things for Mathblade.
Awesome pings for Mathblade, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So join our server, go play. Also, if I could, we have enough people watching on Twitch right now. If you're not following yet, just give us a follow. We have 3 followers shy of 2,000 followers. Can you get 3 more followers tonight? Can you go get someone's phone, go get your kid's phone, go get your spouse's phone, open it up and follow us, just because I want to get a nice 2,000 before the night ends. Also, you get cool pings when we go live. This week, there's a lot of Clocktower. We have EU-based games tomorrow. We have Wednesday night games with Dave happening, and we have the World Cup happening on Saturday. So there is no shortage of Clocktower action coming your way. Mark?
I was going to say, with this script, Steve, if you're monogamous with your snake charmer picks, you don't turn evil as long as your partner doesn't stray.
I mean, kind of, but look at Satan herself. She thought she was making safe picks and she wasn't.
I mean, I didn't know for sure, but
Yeah.
my first night pick was Denny, unfortunately, which was looking worse at the time. So
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I was waiting for somebody to pick Denny so I could do something with the Recluse, and the Recluse immediately swapped twice from Rob to Mark, from Mark to Denny, and just sat there. I was kind of sad.
Yeah, that first vote where
Alarmed Turducken, that's 1 follow, 1 of 3. Thank you for the follow.
Yep, that first vote where I voted to take Johnny off the block, I was hoping to get into a back and forth with the lunatic.
Rummage through your wife's
Snake charmer,
purse.
lunatic, snake
You
charmer.
find her phone in her wallet.
All right, we're going to call it a night. Thanks for playing. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I'm going to go see if there's anyone streaming to raid. If so, we'll raid someone. If not, we'll check you guys out. Come back tomorrow and check out some of the EU games. All right, good night, everyone. Thanks for playing with me. For everyone out there, stay safe, stay healthy. See you guys next week.
Good night, friends.
Bye, chat.
Bye, chat.